GHB TV, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, just got done watching Richardson Hitchens, George Cambosos weigh in. Both fighters made weight. George Cambosos came in at 139, I think, point four or something like that. 140 pounds for Richardson Hitchens. We have a fight, ladies and gentlemen. Andy Cruz and his opponent made weight. I want to say a couple of things, a couple of observations. I think Andy Cruz probably will be moving up to 140 within the next three fights, within the next two or three fights. I feel like he may be outgrowing 35, even though he doesn't have that many fights. He's a grown man who I believe turned pro at around like 25 years old, 26 years old. So I think his body has been holding on as far as it could. And Brandon Alashik, what's popping, family? Thump 3000, what up? I think his body has been holding on as much as possible. I think he'll be moving up to 140 pounds soon. And then looking at Richardson Hitchens, I believe the same for him. I think he probably got after this fight probably two more at 140 or one more, and I think he'll be going to 47. I mean, that's just my observation. George Kambosos, I like his energy. I like the energy. I like Africa's energy. I think we get a great fight out of them too. Brother Malik was popping. You know what I mean? I think we get uh, a great fight out of them too. I'm looking at Andy Cruz and his opponent, right? EH just hit me up not too long ago. He said, "Gee, Andy Cruz opponent is big as shit." I'm like, "Yeah, that's gonna be something to watch because we've seen Andy Cruz in there with a guy taller than him, but you know what I mean, we haven't seen him up against the Japanese style. I think that's gonna be interesting. The guy does look pretty strong. I don't think he have a whole bunch of knockouts. I think his record 17-1 with probably like six knockouts, something like that. But you still can't underestimate a man's, you know, punching power or his will. You know what I mean, or where he's willing to go with things. So I think we got two great fights lined up. Also, Zaquin Moses, Shakur Stevenson, little cousin. He looked like he fighting a bodybuilder, if you ask me. I'm a spirit gang. Stop playing with me. Ah, StreamYard was trying to give me some trouble. What's up, though, y'all? How y'all feeling today? I'm about to put the link in the chat so we can talk about it. If you just watched it, I mean, this weekend, this Saturday's not the biggest fights, but good fights. I'm not mad at these fights at all, and I like that they local. You know what I mean? They in New York. I mean, we ain't gotta go across the water to watch it, which means getting up early in the morning or either watching a fight at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Do you know the brother that's the heavyweight? No, I don't know him. I never seen him before. It looked like they dug him up out of a swamp or something. No disrespect, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. His energy, I like his energy. He looked like he wanted to fight. So we gonna see. Yeah. Yeah, that's what me and EH was talking about with the opponent, with Andy Cruz opponent. That boy looked kind of big. I don't know what's going on my screen, y'all. It's just y'all it ain't respecting my fingerprints or some shit. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying though, y'all. We here. GHB TV, man. Oh, let me wipe this joint off. All right, here we go. The link is in the chat though for anybody who would like to pop up. I was like, damn, we got Clark Kent today, no blanket. Ah, yo, GH, what you think about Brian Mendoza versus Boots? I like that fight too. Brian Mendoza is sturdy, worthy opponent. I like him. Second in the country in like 2008, fourth shown report in the Nationals or something. Shit, I think, shit. Who said that? Who said they was Juice, what up? Appreciate the love and support. What's going on with this? Oh, all right, here we go. What y'all think though after watching the weigh-ins? If y'all did, I put the link in the chat too for anybody want to pop out. What up? I knew you was gonna come through. Phase, what's going on, family? What you
Gee,
think, yeah? Y'all check out the weigh-ins?
yeah. Hey, G. First of all,
Yeah,
I just want to say this for everybody, bro. I know we might not have got all the best expectations, but boxing doing this thing, bro. I'm happy with boxing. Bro, I ain't got no complaints. These some good fucking fights, bro.
it's a
These
lot
some
of
good
fights.
fights this weekend. And these some good fights though. Now,
Yeah,
we want everybody to come perform and put on a good show. But it looks like they really putting on the fights. You know what I mean? It's like they really trying to put on good fights. But yeah, I asked you about the war because he said he'd been boxing since he was 6. And then he said, like somebody just said to you in the comments, he said he had boxed Sean Porter and he named some other people. So I figured you might have ran across him. You know what I mean? Because
yeah,
I watched the interview you did with Coach Ali. Man, that shit was dope. Y'all need to do that more. I think Owen said he gonna be checking in though, because he seemed like he got a lot of history. Because y'all was knowing a lot of the same people and knew the same events. That shit was dope. I like that.
yeah,
I like
yeah.
that, G. That was
That's why I
dope,
like talk
man.
to the old heads
Yeah, and he seemed like he loved boxing. Like, you know what I mean? Like he ain't just like he seemed like he loved boxing, bro.
for
Yeah, for
sure.
sure. I love to listen to people like that because they just want, you know what I mean? They gonna give you that real shit, man.
You know what
Yeah.
I
You know what I
noticed?
noticed?
Cambosos not as small as I thought he was. Um, with that being said, what kind of fight you think him and Hitchens gonna give us?
Well, you already know I love Africa. I think Africa gonna chop him up. I mean,
Mm,
George gonna come, but I don't think George got the skill. And as bad as he might want to try, he can't switch up his style. He don't have the skills and he don't have the tool bag to go into adjust to certain type of fighters. You know what I mean? And if
yeah,
Devin did that to you, I already know what Africa gonna do. As long as Africa ain't bullshit, as long as Africa been training and he got a good fucking coach. I fucks
yeah.
with his coach. His coach give him great instructions, bro. You know what I
Coach
mean?
Lenny. That's my
Yeah.
boy Lenny.
Okay, yeah, I like Coach Lenny, man. Coach Lenny on it. And then I was listening to Africa interview he did with Cigar Talk. Bro, that shit was so informative. Like he was talking about his days over there with Mayweather and you know what I mean? Like, when I was listening to the interview, he said some shit that kind of woke me up. Because I remember when Floyd was on his way out of boxing and he was having a lot of rough patches with his fighters and with other fighters. And in my mind, I'm thinking, damn, won't these dudes listen to Floyd or won't they fuck with Floyd or won't they, you know what I mean? But then when you start hearing the stories, Floyd is not a good promoter.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like he did good in his career. He's a fucking elite fighter, but he's not a good promoter. And I'm just keeping it real. I'm not disrespecting Floyd because I love Floyd. But listening to Richardson Hitchens and listening to Mickey Bay, Floyd's ego, and there's nothing wrong with having an ego. You need an ego in boxing. Fighters got a
Correct.
different type of ego than regular men. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Motherfuckers that fight. You know what I mean? But his ego is so big with him being out of boxing. It's like Floyd hasn't found something else in his life to do where he can go in and conquer it, whether it's another type of business or some other shit, and he still want to be the man in boxing. And when he
Right.
fucking with these young guys, it's like you battling with the shine for them in boxing. I'm not talking about
Right.
this other shit. You know what I mean? It's just like because Africa was like, yeah, man, you know what I mean? Like Floyd would just like he said, I stayed at the house of Floyd, woo, woo, woo. And he was like, Floyd would like wake me up like 11 o'clock at night, be like, come on, man, we flying to LA. And he was like, that shit is cool, you know, you hanging out with Floyd, but he's like, bro, like I ain't, you know what I mean? Like I ain't no he ain't say flunky, but basically he was saying like I ain't no flunky type nigga. Like I'm
Right.
trying to, you know what I'm saying? And I respect that because a lot of young guys, and we know some fighters that was around Floyd that did that. And they
Yeah.
career never went nowhere. But see, a nigga be treating you like a bro, because then when he tired of you, be like, get the fuck out. Like, I'm tired of fucking with you. Like, your
Hmm.
young boy shit done wore out on me. I don't want to fuck with you no more. You know what I mean? And Africa wasn't one of them dudes. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah, Africa, you know, he got a good head on his shoulders. Like, that's that mature shit. That's that shit that showed that you a real man. Because regardless of how much respect you got before, you ain't trying to live in nobody's life. You trying to learn. You know what I mean? Get the knowledge you need, but you trying to build your own life. You know what I mean? You trying to build your, and I respect that about him. And that's what I respect about David Benavidez. He sat around for a minute, tried to get the fight with Canelo, couldn't get it, said fuck it. Moved up to 175, made his own lane. I respect shit like that, man. I like seeing shit like that.
Hey, FaZe, what you think about the fight?
Man, I think Hitchens ain't gonna piece him up just like Devin did. Just like Devin did. At 140, probably a little worse. But who else you looking for on that card?
I like the Andrew Cruz fight. I like the main event. And I want to check out Jacqueline Moses. And I want to look at this heavyweight. Was two heavyweights. They both undefeated. 1-7-0 with all knockouts. And the other one like 9-0. You know what I mean? So I'm interested to see what that looks like.
Is your shit echoing too?
Yeah, my shit echoing.
My shit echoing too.
Hold on, I'm gonna see if
my shit not echoing.
Yeah, hold on.
You know what I do though? FaZe, I don't know if you make this mistake, because I used to make this mistake. When I would go into the StreamYard, I wouldn't close out the YouTube page. Sometimes you got to go and close out the YouTube page. I didn't realize until I don't know what made me do it, but I was like, you know what? I probably need to close out the page. And when I close out the page, because my shit ain't echoing.
I don't know. Oh yeah, my shit's good.
Yeah, is mine doing it?
Well, I don't know. Y'all not echoing on my end. That's funny.
Oh, okay.
What you got to connect to the wheel phase?
No, I had it in my ears and I just took it out. It's still echoing.
Yeah, I don't know. Some type of connection shit. They probably got the feds watching.
Let me talk this though. Like how Bud moving up in weight. And like he gonna be 168. I still feel that like if Canelo able to win that fight, like that puts Canelo higher too. You know, not just Bud if Bud win.
Well, I agree, but it's being looked at as like it's supposed to be an easy fight for Canelo.
But I feel like if you beat Floyd Mayweather, you beat Floyd Mayweather. If you beat Sugar Ray, you beat Sugar Ray. And then you beat Bud Crawford. That's one of them guys that is like nobody got that. You know what I mean? That's a big name to have.
No, you right. But this is the thing. He's going into Canelo's jungle. 168 is Canelo's jungle. So him going up to there, that's why everybody making a big. They getting all hype about it.
That's a good point. FaZe.
I give him credit. If he beat Bud, I'm giving him credit.
Yeah, that's what, FaZe. My only thing with him is the drugs. That's the shit that be getting me with dude. Because what you're saying is valid. Like, you know what I mean? We can't give Bud, especially as those of us that's really boxing fans, we can't give Bud credit if he beat Canelo, but then if Canelo beat him, it's just like, oh, well, you was bigger than him. You know what I mean? Like that you right about that. It's just that with me though, with all of his fights, it just always get tainted with me, man, with that drug shit, bro. Like I just, you know what I'm saying? I already think he be, picking certain fighters, but even with that, you know what I mean? Because I think some fighters are just like that. Some fighters are probably like, man, I'm just gonna try and pick certain motherfuckers, but just because you pick a motherfucker don't mean you gonna whoop them, because they might surprise your ass. So you still got to give a motherfucker credit for that. You know what I mean? But a couple with the drug shit, I'm just like, if you didn't have that shit in you, would Golovkin or would, Daniel Jacobs had that extra shit to be able to beat you because you ain't had that extra shit in you? That's the shit, you know what I mean? Like, it make me think like that, man. So sometimes it just be hard. But I think the point you're making is a good point for anybody that, ain't gonna want to give him his credit if they a fan of his and he beats Bud. You know what I mean? Because Bud ain't no motherfucking pushover. Even though Bud going up, you know what I mean? Like, I think, because like what I just heard, I don't know how accurate it is. I gotta wait till probably Mill touch on it. I was looking at Dante's Boxing Nation and they were saying that Boots tried to make the fight with Virgil for August, but Virgil said he not ready. See, when I hear a fighter say that, I'm like, okay, so you're not the type of guy that stay in shape all year round.
Right.
Like, you're not a Sean Porter. You know what I mean? Like, what? Like, you ain't ready. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how you not ready? Both of y'all had y'all fights a little while ago, so what you not staying in? See, that's the shit that make me be like, you're a little bit different, homie. Like, when I look at it, and I mean, I don't know yet, but I'm just saying, Boots elite, you just you A-level, but Boots is elite. Because you're supposed to be in shape, bro, all year round.
Anybody with that style, I'm telling you right now, they gonna lose bad with that style.
Oh, the Virgil style?
Come forward.
Yeah.
Who's gonna find you? Hit you in the body a couple times, and then he gonna piss you off.
And you and Clip was talking yesterday, G, and I've been saying the same thing to all of these dudes. You know what I mean? Just because Boots going to 154, that don't mean the Gates is going to fling wide open.
Right.
I like hearing Clip, because Clip be following all that business shit. A lot of these fights people be saying that they want to make. It's like, motherfucker, a lot of fighters is on PBC. You think PBC want to feed their fighters to Boots?
Yeah.
Because if we don't know nothing, we know PBC, the people who Al got working with him and for him, they know boxing, bro. That's why they moving Tank the way they moving them. They not stupid.
But so you think he gonna go to 54? It's gonna be the same thing as 47?
Hell yeah. He only gonna be able to get the 54s that Eddie can make deals with his fighters or maybe some fighters at Golden Boy that they don't really give a fuck about. Bro, that shit, bro. Listen, that's why when you had your live the other day, I was hoping some of the haters would chime in. We want to hear, hey, haters, all you haters out there, because I know y'all listening, or I don't even want to say just haters. Those of you who might not be so high on Boots, y'all might not be sold on him yet. The ones that would say he need to go to 54. Well, he going now. Won't y'all say who y'all want him to fight? And then after go to your
I think your man.
You know what I'm saying?
I think your man should.
Hold up, Trice.
My bad.
Go ahead.
I just want it's Treese. It's Treese. What's good? Yeah. What's good?
It's Treese. I'm bowing out. G, let Treese. That's my man from over TBD.
That's my man. I had to check in. No, I just wanted to see what's going on. When I'm hearing this, that Boots, I ain't gonna lie, man. Eddie Hearn, he a bit of a bullshit artist in my eyes. I feel like that he's trying to dabble at 147 and 154 and see what the pots look like. If you get what I'm saying to you. Like maybe. Or I'm going up to 154, but if a motherfucker at 147 say like the bag, right? I might turn around. He ain't had the fight yet. He's still holding on to the belt. He ain't relinquished nothing. We ain't heard no paperwork or nothing. You see what I'm saying?
So how you feel like Eddie Hearn got something to do with that? What you mean? You feel like Eddie Hearn something to do with that?
The promoter always got something to do with it.
As far as what though?
Like he got to send the deals. If I'm telling you, like, I'm sure that Boots would have to, like, I got to talk to my promoter to my promoter about advising me about where should I go, where's the best place that I go. Like, when we think about, do Matchroom even have a 154 pounder for Boots to challenge under that banner?
I don't know. I would have to look at their roster.
Like, when we, you know what I'm saying? Like, he got the gear songs and shit like that. He got the who else he had at 147? He got another guy, a British guy. What's my man? The Crocker, Lewis Crockers and shit like this. You see me?
Echo.
Yeah, Echo. Crazy.
That's me. Who is that? I got Echo. You can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear somebody got echo. It sounded like when we get the feedback, you better to go like on the line.
Yeah, I hear that shit too now.
Yeah, bro. When somebody, good Greg, when somebody not talking, everybody got muted up because it's a bad echo. You heard?
What's up with you? I don't know what's going on, y'all. It's a bunch of echo.
I think that was E8. Well, knock
Somebody got it playing on like a
No,
speaker or something like that.
mine's not echoing.
No, it's
No,
not E8.
EH got the clearest joint.
Yeah, mine's not echoing because G and them was saying that before y'all got on. G and FaZe was saying that they shit was echoing. Because I'm telling you, what happened with me was I used to have the YouTube app still open. Like once the StreamYard come in and then that joint jump in, and it came to my attention that I needed to close that out. So like if somebody still got their YouTube shit playing on their phone or whatever device you probably need to close that out unless you got it on another device. That's
I think the feds watching.
They probably looking for making 2 cents. You know what I don't get what you're saying though, Trees. Like I don't understand that. Like
They said mute the YouTube page. Yeah, but I asked them my YouTube page out.
Yo, everybody just go on mute at one at a time real quick.
Let's see what happens. Yeah,
It's
but my
you,
joint's
G.
still echoing. Yeah,
It's you, G.
it's everybody except EH.
No doubt. Now it sound good though.
Yeah, your joint good.
We good. But I didn't even understand what bro was talking about. He was echoing so bad.
Hey, EH.
so now is it echoing now?
So it's
Nah,
something in your truck. They got your truck tapped.
No, probably because I got it on speaker. It could be that because I got it on speaker, but I got the old school speaker shit through the auxiliary.
I ain't know
So
the
that might be
auxiliary
what
was
it
still in the game, EH.
it don't usually do that. Yeah, I got an old truck. I got 2016. So you know what I'm
No,
saying?
they trying to say you still in the game.
Shit. I ain't listen, you ain't got nothing to worry about me doing nothing illegal. Only thing I'm doing illegal is self-defense. And I ain't running from that. Yeah, I killed that motherfucker. He was trying to kill me. What's up?
Right.
But other than that, I ain't breaking no law. I'm scared straight. I'm straight up L7. I'm a square. I'm a civilian. Hold on, let me take it off speaking shit. How I sound now?
Yo.
Yo.
Oh yeah, the echo went away.
Yeah, the echo went away.
It went away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. That was because I had it on the speaker. Damn, that's fucked up. They never did that shit before. Damn,
You got all them devices and shit.
No doubt. No doubt.
Talk to
Yo,
me, D1. What you think, D1?
They gonna duck that kid just like they did at 47, bro. He gonna go up to 54, and the champs and all these dudes, I don't give a shit how bad they are. They ain't gonna be nowhere to be found. I want to hear shit about he ducked Virgil. You see the shit they be trying to talk on Boots? It's crazy to me. It's super crazy to me. How the fuck Boots ducking a 154-pound nobody that ain't got no straps, ain't never did shit, ain't never sold no tickets? How the fuck can Boots be ducking him? Didn't even go to the weight class yet because Chris Mannix asked him a question in the fucking post fight. Fuck is y'all talking about? It's crazy to me, bro. The shit that boxing fans be coming up with, bro, just because they need fucking content and talking points, it's crazy, dog. You can't be saying that shit. Maybe
D1.
now.
D1, my biggest problem with it is, remember, everybody was asking Brody to go ahead and go to 154. Now he going to 154, and then now they want to come with the narratives about him ducking people at 147. Y'all gotta pick one, bro. Y'all was just bitching and complaining about him going to one. Y'all was saying for a year straight, Boots need to move up. Then he move up because Brian Norman Jr. want to go to Japan for $300,000. Goddamn Mario Barrios want to be fighting senior citizens. What the man supposed to do?
Exactly, bro. Exactly, bro.
Real shit.
Exactly. Now that's how you're starting to come into to be the man, though. They're gonna find something to paint that man out to be looking bad. You know what I'm saying? Because he'll beat all their asses. That's That's for
The
sure.
problem is
Like,
D1. They know that if Durant Ennis accomplish, if they really go ahead and go let and fight the man, they know all of their narratives prior when he was at 147 all go out the window.
they all
It's
get
about
smashed.
posturing, good brothers. They want to
Yep.
they don't want the best to actually. People talk that best fighting the best shit, but they
Nah.
don't really want the best to accomplish that because then it exposes a lot of other people along the way. And
Yep. And that,
that's just how I feel about it, bro. Like I don't want to
So
hear.
with him going up to 154, like who is it that you want to see him step in there with? Because I was just asking that Matchroom. I don't think them guys got a 154 pounder fuck gang. Like if he fucking with Eddie, or if he gonna double back the
Madrimov.
PB or who they got.
That's why I
Madrimov. They
want
gonna
him to
keep.
leave Eddie for real.
They gonna
I
keep.
never would.
They gonna
Go
keep.
ahead,
They
Greg.
gonna.
My fault.
My bad. My bad, Dean. They gonna keep recycling Madrimov though.
yep. Yep. They're
Mm,
gonna keep cycling
yeah,
him
that's
around.
and then
It,
because for
Greg,
sure
that's
because
why
they're
I
gonna
never
use him as
wanted.
a comparison with Virgil Ortiz for sure. If he stop him or if he do some, if however his performance look, they're gonna compare it to Virgil for sure. That's definitely how it's gonna rock. I
But
can
that's
see
why I
that for
never
sure.
wanted Eddie to. That's why I never wanted Boots to go to Eddie, even though Eddie is doing right by Boots. I'm not. I'm not knocking the things he's done. I just knew once he got the 154, we was gonna come across that problem because PBC basically got all the top 154 guys, so they don't have no incentive to let they guy fight Boots. Like, and Boots, and I would just like to see him go over there because then it ain't nowhere for those guys to run, y'all. He signed the PBC. Now PBC got all of the incentives to put him on with Fundora, Tim Zoo, Baccarat. Like, they got all of the incentive to do it now, and the PBC doing business with Top Rank and Golden Boy. That just got announced. So even the
Yeah.
other fighters that's over there, the Xander Zayez's, the Virgil Ortiz's and all them, it ain't nowhere for them to go neither. But at
yeah, but
Matchroom, they could freeze him out. And I
they
see
gotta
it
want to
happening.
fight though. They got to want to fight, bro. These dudes just sit there and duck in plain sight. The fighters have to want to fight, bro. We already went through this at Boots at PBC. He had a direct in with Steve with Espinoza. These dudes gotta want to fight him, bro, and they don't. They're scared to death of that man.
Everything
Hey,
y'all saying is on point, and I'm gonna add something. Next, in a second, they're gonna be saying he need to move up to 60. Watch. I'm telling you,
Facts,
bro, these motherfuckers don't want to
facts.
fight him. That's just
We out
I
here.
got.
it's
I
that
got.
simple.
I got a
We out
question.
here in Toledo, Ohio. I know my guy. We out here in Toledo, Ohio, Midwest Mafia shit. I know my guy Charles Conwell took the L and shit, but that's still a fight that I would like to see. If Boots was talking about, because they was talking about dragging my guy to 147, we wasn't with that. But if he coming up to 154 and he wanted, as they call a tester, you see me? Let's do it. I'm with a tester. Him and Charles Conwell. Fuck it, let's do it. Run it.
No
I like
cap,
it.
dude.
I got
I'm
a
mad
question.
about this Brian Norman shit. They're
I got a
bitch
question.
made. Like that shit's crazy to me.
What's up?
Who? Let's be fair. Let's be honest. Who is the best matchup for him at 54?
Best matchup?
Yeah, who's the best matchup? Who gives
I
him the
just want
best
him to
fight?
get a belt, G.
Lou,
I heard you on
I say
Twitter
Lou,
last night. I just want him to get a belt.
Lou. Like when we talk about matchup, you mean like for a good fight, or you mean for him
No,
to
no,
like? What
no,
you mean?
no, no. Not a cater. I'm not talking about catering to Boots. I'm talking about
Lubin. I like
who would
Lubin.
be the best match at
Lubin.
54.
I like Erickson Lubin
Charlo.
for him. I
G,
like
You
you
think
mean
the
Lubin.
right?
best? You think
G,
the best fight for him is Erickson Lubin?
you
I
mean
like
right now
Lubin,
or
man.
overall? G, I'm confused. Like,
No, I'm talking about if it was a
Right
night that we
now.
I'm talking about if it was a night that we was gonna bet against Boots. If who would that
Oh, bet
make?
against?
Who
Oh,
yeah.
shit. Okay,
who
okay, okay.
who would make you be like, oh, I don't
Nobody.
know.
Ain't nobody at 154 where I ain't gonna lie. Ain't nobody at 154 where I see as like a
Charlo. Go get Charlo.
dominating. Ain't nobody
Charlo.
dominating. He's and I think Boots are beating cuz I
Yeah,
think
I
Boots
think
are
Boots.
cook.
If you put it
I
like
favor
that,
Boots
G,
against all of them.
if you put it like
Yeah.
that, G, I would say the toughest fight is probably the big boy, Murder, because he big.
Yup, yup, me
Fundora,
too. I
that
like
rank, that
No,
link.
no,
Murtazaliak.
Murder
Oh,
Zaliak.
Mordezai.
Yup.
Okay, okay, okay.
I
I
think
like
the best fight
Fundora.
for him is Jermell Charlo. Like, it's like or Bud Crawford. If we being honest, like that's the literally the two
I like
best
a fun.
guys for him.
I like a Fundora simply because you feel me. It's like if you say he go in there and you knock out Nope, Fundora ain't never. Well, he been knocked. Mendoza got him out of there and shit like that. You go in there, you get rid of a Fundora. He got and it ain't like he ain't got shit to offer. So he got shit to offer. But his dimensions alone is always the threat. A motherfucker, who the fuck 6 foot? What the fuck? 6 foot, crazy reach, crazy length. That's the towering inferno. You feel me? You go over there, you take it to him. You take some straps off of him. I think I ain't gonna lie, Fundora, his dimensions alone makes him the most dangerous, just because of his dimensions. You get me? So yeah.
I forgot Mel was at 54. He ain't, yeah, Mel, that'd be a good fight too, him and
And I,
Mel. That'd be a
and I
good
That's
fight.
what
will
That'd
I'm
be
say
a
saying.
competitive
Zayas.
fight.
I would
I
say
like
Zayas, but I don't see Bob letting Zayas fight Boots for real, for real. Not right now. Maybe at
Hell
60.
no.
Not right
Hell
now.
no.
So
yeah.
Zayas, I would consider that, but I just don't. Even though I think that'd be a good fight, because that's the East Coast fight. He Puerto Rican, all the Ricans gonna come out from Philly, New York, Jersey. That'd be a great fight. I just don't see
Mm-hmm.
Bob letting that happen right now, to be honest.
If
Man,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
Boots,
But
heck no.
Zaya's
Yeah, you're right.
Zaya's next fight is a title fight, huh? And Zaya's next
yeah,
fight for a belt, right?
I believe
Something like
yeah,
so.
the
that.
WBO joint that they made Fundora
The guy who
vacate.
the guy who fought Charles Conwell, the guy who beat my guy. Shout
Yeah,
But
out
the
to
truth
him.
yeah,
of the
that's a good
matter
fight
is,
though,
Yeah.
bro. Buddy can fight.
He can fight. He big,
He
bro.
can fight, dog.
He's a big motherfucker, bro. He's
No
big,
doubt.
bro.
And he
He's
but
there
I
not.
don't
for a
see
good
Yeah.
none of them
time. He
beating
ain't
Boots,
fucking
y'all.
around.
I don't see
None of them
none of
beating
them beating
Boots.
Boots. If I'm
Me
being
neither, bro.
honest, I don't see none of them beating Boots. Like it
Nah,
just is what it is.
no, me neither. But if I'm Boots, I go after the winner of Fundora and Zoo. Let me get at
Mm.
least a strap, get my feet in the
Let me
door,
ask you
and
something.
let's get from there.
Can I ask you something? If you Boots, right? You know me. I know my man EH. He know I think Pacquiao gonna beat Barrios. I'm picking Pacquiao.
Mm.
Word?
Listen, I'm picking Pacquiao.
Okay.
Pacquiao beat
I hear you.
Pac, Pacquiao beat Barrios. He gets that belt. Is there a bigger fight at 154 for? Is there a bigger money fight at 154 for Boots than the Pacquiao fight? Say he decide, fuck it. I'm staying. If I'm gonna stay down here, I'm gonna stay down here for Pacquiao to get that fight to put three,
Pacquiao
four
beats
belts on the line.
Barrios. Floyd's coming back. Guaranteed. That's the play.
Mm.
You think
Guaranteed. That's
so?
the play.
I'm
Floyd
gonna be
pin
Oh,
real,
Manny
bro.
too. If Manny beats
I
Barrios, that's the fucking play right
if
now.
Man,
Guaranteed.
see it's crazy. If Manny beat Barrios, I see Tank fighting him before Floyd.
I
I
just
think
don't
that's
like
the
the
play
jumping
though. I
up
think it's been
between
the play
weight
from the jump.
divisions. The jumping up between weight divisions is not something that I'm. Once you go up, stay up. Don't all that jumping
Yep.
back and
Yep.
forth stuff,
Yeah.
especially with Boots' body type. Because I think once he get acclimated to 154, it's gonna be hard to go backwards. He ain't getting younger; he getting older. So,
Yeah.
well, he's at 54. I don't want to hear nothing about 147 no more. That's unless they gonna move up and fight him. See, it's funny with this boxing game. Like, we pick and choose the people that we put the demands on that somebody got to go up and fight them. Nah, Boots is that guy. So if you want to fight him, then go 154 now and go fight him because y'all all
Yeah.
had your opportunities. I don't want to
And
hear nothing about you wanting to fight the man now. Like, nah,
and
fam. Like,
and to be
Fuck
fair,
around,
why
get
and to
knocked
be
out
fair, even though it'd be a great amount of money, why the fuck would Pacquiao want to fight Boots
at 54.
on some real shit? No, just period. He too
Yeah,
old for
nah,
that
No,
shit.
he a dangerous.
nah.
I mean, I get what you're saying. He a dangerous mother. I ain't gonna see my
He
whole
too
thing
old.
is.
He too old to be taking a beating like that. Nobody.
But
You gotta
let's
remember these
see.
niggas
Or
got
let me ask you.
kids.
If you Pacquiao, because listen to me, my whole thing. I think Devin Haney gonna get. I know everybody talking Floyd and Tank. I'm think that Devin Haney gonna. If Pacquiao beat Mario, so I'm under the impression that Devin Haney's gonna get the fight.
You
Now
might
I
be
ask
right.
you. Now
They
I now
love
I
Devin.
now I
They
ask
love
you. Now I ask you. If you're Pacquiao, which fight would you rather? Would you fight Boots or would you fight Haney? Which one? Which if
Haney.
you
He
Pacquiao?
gonna fight
Give me
Haney.
that easy work. Give me that
but
You
Haney
gonna
Haney
shit.
not
fight?
gonna get the fight.
He gonna
Rolly
bust his
Romero
back.
already in. Um, he in line for that fight for the winner of that fight. So PBC gonna give it to Rolly Romero. It's how they don't gotta do nothing extra to make that fight.
Yeah.
Rolly is the
But
Boots,
the
champ
Boots,
too.
Boots
Rolly
would,
the
But
Boots
champ
would be,
WBC,
now at
but
47.
ain't my man Devin Haney like Devin Haney number one in the WBC right now. That's what I'm saying. Like Annie the
Yeah.
WBC, and
I
he was
don't
the
know how
WBC
he ain't
140
fight that
champion.
fucking welter yet. How the fuck this man the
I
number one
His
mean,
contender ain't
his
even
last
have a
fight.
true
His
fight at
last
anything.
fight was
His last
47?
fight
welterweight.
was welterweight. Anything above 140, man, we
Yeah, it's
count. That's what
considered.
142 is
It's
welterweight.
considered,
We'll take
but
it. Yeah, we'll take that.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Take the
Yeah.
But then,
pickup for sure. I
but then
would
that'll
too.
be counterproductive to everything Devin and them always talk about.
No, it
Because,
ain't. See, that's my. He should have took the. It ain't. If he fight Ryan, ain't
you
no way that
can't
you
fight
shouldn't
a
fight Pacquiao if he fought Ryan.
48-year-old man and think I'm about to give you no credit. I don't care, bro. No,
Let
no.
me ask you. Let me ask you something.
Facts.
Let me ask you this. Do you get more credit for if you was to get a win over Ryan Garcia or you get a win over Manny Pacquiao? Which one carries more weight?
Right
I
Ryan
would
now,
say
Garcia
Ryan.
right
Ryan.
now because he beat you up
Right now,
already.
the lick, yeah,
Nah,
he could
see,
get
I'm
that
not
lick
jacking.
back. He's
No,
I'm not jacking that.
dog.
you thinking about legacy type shit, right? But
Yeah, I'm thinking.
at the
Yeah,
yeah, no,
but that's what.
listen. You
Go
think
ahead. Go
about
ahead.
stats. You thinking about stats. What did it say on paperwork?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool. But right now, you got to be fair. Pacquiao ain't half of what he used to be.
nah,
So the fact that Ryan beat him up the last fight, no matter if it was the Ostarine or not, the results was he beat him up. So if he got back and beat him up, then yeah, he would get more credit for Ryan.
yeah, bro,
See,
yeah,
but we got to remember that all this is what I'm saying is off the stipulation that Pacquiao beats Barrios. To me, if Pacquiao beats Barrios, I think you beating Pacquiao after he get a win over Barrios is better than you beating Ryan, who just had a loss against Rolly. You see what I'm saying? So
No,
it's
I
like,
feel you, but
yeah. I
Ryan,
hear that.
no matter what, you can't rewind them tapes. You can't
no,
undo them.
Yeah, he got the trump
and
card.
I'm with you. I was under the impression that Devin should have never fought that nigga to begin. I was literally screaming from the mountaintops, Devin, don't be. Why you fucking
Yeah,
with this
fuck.
crazy ass nigga? He's got nothing
Yeah,
to offer you.
for real.
He's not a champion. He's not a legend. He's not. All he is a teeny bopper
Because
with
they
a
own money.
following.
He the
Because
bag,
they
bro.
own
And I
It's
money.
the
get it.
money.
I feel like he could have made money elsewhere. I feel like if he had to fought Adrian Broner instead of Blair Cobbs, nigga, if Blair Cobbs getting a lot of motherfucking shine off that Adrian Broner win when niggas know that Adrian Broner was
Oh,
washed. You feel like Blair Cobbs
Yeah,
getting a lot of
but
shine off that shit, bro.
but this
That
what
could have been Devin, cuz that could have been. I'm just saying. My fault.
yeah,
Go
but
ahead.
this the thing though. This what niggas be knowing, bro. Adrian Broner and Bill Haney, they had a little thing right before that fight, right? They had a thing before he fought Blair Cobb.
yeah,
They had a little back and forth.
yeah.
That be the type of gas that'll make a nigga get off the couch and really train. Now, on
Facts.
top of that, he know your style. He know you. So Broner,
Know you, know
it
you.
might be something about Broner for real, Devin Haney wouldn't like. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're not even gonna fuck with him, and we're gonna try to we rather try to play him because he
Yeah.
once was the guy. He once was the guy that had boxing in his hands, and he let it slip
Broner got
away.
a
And that's
punch
my
too,
thing. And
bro.
So
that's
yeah,
my
so
thing. If you was going in there, if you was going in there with Ryan Garcia, gang, what the fuck make that Adrian Broner fight should have been
Bec-
enticing, bro? That should have been
because
right on that.
because Adrian Broner was a has been. So if you look bad against a has been, that's worse than
Yeah,
looking
so
bad against
lose,
Ryan
lose.
Garcia. Yeah.
But I
Facts, bro.
see, nah, see,
But
I'm under the.
you thinking about how you look at Adrian Broner. But we
No,
talking about what
go
is
ahead.
like what's really going on. Adrian Broner
Facts.
washed up.
But that's what I'm saying. So why the fuck Blair Cobb's getting all this tick? Why niggas want to see Blair Cobb's fuck with
They
Boots
did
now? Why
no,
they?
they
You see what
didn't
I'm
want to
saying?
see. Here's the thing: if you pay attention to Blair Crop, he not getting no burn either.
I was
Ain't
just
nobody
about
I
to
talking
feel
about
say
as
that.
though
that.
he getting some burn. I feel like he getting burned. Niggas talking about him and
Bro,
Boots
you
and
can't
Philly
find a
now.
Blair
Niggas want
Man,
Cobb
to
ain't
see
nobody,
video
niggas.
nowhere.
ain't nobody talking about that fight.
Man,
Ain't nobody.
I got niggas who talking about they want to see Blair Cobbs and Boots in Philly. Niggas, what I'm hearing on
Yeah,
these
but
streets, bro.
you talking to crazy niggas.
Bro, you
You
talking to
talking to
two
niggas that's
Philly
been
niggas
there.
that ain't never heard that.
But
You talking to two Philly niggas that ain't never heard that.
Yeah, niggas don't care about
say
that
let well
shit.
What the
say let
fuck?
no no it make me feel better because I'm telling you I'm in the Midwest. I got niggas from the East Coast who
Bro,
telling
you
me
got
nigga I
niggas,
want to see.
me and
Go
Greg
ahead.
and EH, we from Philly. I ain't never heard
And
nobody in Philly.
I know it to be true. I'm say okay. It makes me feel better because I'm just telling
Bro,
you what I
ain't,
was hearing.
yo, Toledo, bro. Ain't nobody in Philly talking about, you know, the fight I want to see, Blair
Hell
Cobb and
no.
Boots. I haven't heard that, brother.
Okay,
Yeah,
say
ain't
let
nobody.
And I
I
was
All
was
this
I
here. I
was
lived
YouTube
here.
talk, bro.
say
These motherfuckers in
listen.
chats.
I was hearing
Look,
this shit. I was hearing this shit around the time when that nigga Boots had fought with my nigga Avanesian. They was like, nigga, I'd rather see him fight Blair Cobbs than Avanesian. This I'm like, oh, I
No,
mean, shit,
people can
bro,
say
but
shit like
stuff
this.
like that,
that's
bro.
because
But when
they
you
don't
saying
know who
clamoring, ain't
Avanesian
nobody
is.
clamoring for that shit.
They don't
Say
know who
less.
Avanesian is, bro. That's
That's
a
a
good
Yeah,
win, bro. And at the end of the day, They don't know what Avenesians accomplished. People don't know what the fuck they're looking at or talking about when it comes to boxing.
Right,
Trolls in chats just be saying shit, dog. They
right.
just be typing. That's
Real
it.
shit.
It's
Well, that's
crazy.
a fact. That make me feel better because like I say, I had niggas telling me that they wanted Blair Cobbs and Boots. Nigga, I'm
Nah,
like,
they
what the?
trolling.
He was getting shine off that Adrian Broner. I ain't gonna lie, but niggas can't tell me that they didn't watch that nigga beat on Adrian Broner though. Niggas was tuned in for that
No,
shit.
we boxing fans at the end of the day, yeah, we definitely gonna watch it. But we talking about when it comes to momentum, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis, Shakur, Keyshawn, all them niggas got the airways. You know what I'm saying? They the guys that we want to see in the ring with each other because they the ones talking that hot shit. Tiafimo, all them guys. Broner, it just would just be waking up the dead. No disrespect, but I'm just
No word.
saying
No, shout out to the
when
Midwest
Broner
Mafia. Yeah,
but when Broner had the game, these niggas was kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
That's
I
that
what
wouldn't mind
that's what
seeing
I was
Devin and
definitely a
Broner
kid.
go at it though. I wouldn't
That's
mind
what I'm
seeing
saying.
Devin
That's
and
a
Broner.
fight, bro. To me, that's a fight. Him and
no, no,
Broner,
no,
that's a
no.
fight.
All
No, bro.
fight.
Why is we talking about Devin need to be trying to fight goddamn Teofimo Lopez,
Right.
Richardson, Hitchison. It's a bunch.
That's
I
why
can name
Bill had
10
the
fights
joint.
before we get to Adrian Broner and Manny Pacquiao.
Bill
Right.
scouting right now. Bill about to pluck the winner of that Hitchinson
You
joint.
seen him at the press conference? Did you
Hell
seen
What
Bill at the
about
yeah.
press
Devin
conference?
versus
Yeah, yeah.
Brian Norman Jr.? What about Devin versus
Give me
goddamn
that.
um um
Give me that.
Tellez?
Speaking of
Whatever
Brian,
the boy name.
speaking of Brian Norman Jr., what y'all think about Brian Norman Jr. going to Japan, man, for that fight? What y'all think about that?
It's
He
a
looked
dub.
good.
It's
He
a
looked
good
strong.
fight, bro.
Yeah, he looked
Hiroka ain't going no. He ain't laying down. I promise that. Or buddy,
yeah,
whoever he's fighting, what's his name? Sasaki.
Just
That
Sasaki.
dude
yeah,
can.
All
Sasaki,
I'm
He
gonna
just
can
say
yeah.
fight a
is,
little
y'all,
bit.
you gotta be careful when you over there in Japan. I'ma just
Yeah,
put
Yeah,
that there.
testing, test.
That's
Mike, what they say? Mike check, testing, testing.
You better
yeah.
check everything. You
Real shit.
understand? You better check everything because I promise you that boy hands gonna be wrapped to the nine. Do you understand me? Okay,
No
Yeah.
fucking
word.
so
double
They do what's that
triple
shit? What they call it? Casting, right? They be on that
stacking.
casting,
He's
stacking, casting.
stacking,
Yeah. We
stacking the
call it
racks.
casting. We call it casting here in the city, but yeah, okay,
Yeah.
stacking, okay.
They turn into cast.
Yeah, it do turn. It turned into a. Oh, it turned into a cast.
Yeah, you smashing with them joints on, but you could wrap your hands the same way. So you know what I mean. I guess it's all right. I don't know. I
Yeah,
wouldn't. I wouldn't wanna.
you got to play as the Romans play.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's why. See,
When
that's why
in
I'm a bare.
Rome.
That's why I'm a bare knuckle guy, bro. I'm a bare knuckle guy. We fuck
Oh,
with bare knuckle the long way, bro.
Yeah, for
That's my
sure. When it
shit. I'm
come
a
down
bare
to
knuckle
it.
guy.
I'll
Yeah,
shit.
we a bare BK. Shout out Austin Trout. You feel me? BKFC camp. We fuck with this bare
Austin
knuckle
Trout,
shit.
my age and shit, 42, 43, and they're smashing on fools. Hell
He's,
yeah.
I heard I heard somebody talking about plucking him from the bare knuckle to get back into boxing. Like what you think of like maybe for a like say if motherfucker
Shit,
nah
nah, fuck
like
that. I ride that out and just keep beating
you
these
would do the
bums
bare
from
knuckle
bare
if you was
knuckle.
him.
Just keep
Okay.
smashing on them, bro. I set
Yeah,
records
he
and
beating
shit.
them
I
dudes
seen
up.
Angulo got smashed up in that shit. He was
Turn
winning
into the
to
next Mike Perry.
yeah.
Motherfucker get
yo,
that
Greg, somebody,
mentality to take
yo,
heat.
Greg, somebody sent the bean through.
Oh, that's
Hell
my
yeah.
man, Brandon
That's
Alashik. I
Hala
appreciate the
Shaky.
love. Yeah,
Shout
let me
Salute,
out.
man.
hold on, y'all. Let me
That's some
read the
real
because he
shit.
always got some good wisdom.
No
Brandon
doubt.
Alashik says, "Hear me when I say this. Boots beats the brakes off of everyone at 154. Lubin,
Oh.
as a question, folded
Facts.
Thurman, retired again. Ortiz stuck at the gate. Boachuk buckled Madrimov. No, Boachuk buckled Madrimov. Spun and then Fundora Timber.
Give me Boots and Keith. For real,
Charlo.
the fight though is Boots and Keith. Give me that joint.
He
Give me
said,
that.
Boots and
"Yeah, I
Keith,
like
I
that
like
too."
that.
Hell
I
He
like
yeah.
said,
that. I do like
hold on."
that.
He said Charlo PTO over. They all get smoked and stamped out by the boots.
PTO over with.
I'm gonna
Speak for
tell
PTO
y'all what
shit.
I
yourself,
want
son.
for Boots. In my perfect world, he go fight Charlo. And then
Yeah.
after Bud Crawford, whatever happens with him and Canelo, if he come
Yeah,
back to 154, get that next. That's the best thing for his career. Oh, that'll make him a superstar,
Go
absolutely.
get the lineal, because Charlo is the lineal 154-pound champ. I think people forget this shit because he went and fought Canelo. Charlo the motherfucking man at 54.
yeah, yeah.
Y'all don't think Bud gonna retire after the Canelo fight? Win or
Hell
lose?
Nah,
yeah.
bro. Nah, bro.
He
Why?
done, son.
Why
Guarantee
would
he
you?
done.
Would you retire if you was him? If you beat Canelo, would you retire? You gotta see
What
you
if
gotta
you
see
get
what the
knocked out?
Nah, bro. But
AEH.
listen, if I
AEH.
beat Bud, if I beat Canelo, I gotta see what the paycheck like after I beat Canelo. I
I
gotta
hear you.
see
I
one. I
hear
gotta
you.
see what
I
it's
hear
like
you.
after I beat him. You see me? I gotta ride to
A
Yeah,
Stardom. You get what I'm saying?
AEH.
I'm
Yeah.
He
doing
got
that too, though,
that
dog.
boy.
I'm
That
doing
boy
that.
got 6 kids, bro.
Yeah, you got to keep fighting.
Who?
Ain't
Who you
no
talking about?
stopping.
Oh, Bud.
Crawford.
Oh, you talking about Bud? You talking about
Yeah,
Bud.
ain't
My
no
thing is
stopping.
with Bud
No,
though.
I've been hearing guys saying that him and his lady on ice right now. They've been saying that him and his lady been going through a little bit of a
Who
rough patch.
who
You see
don't
me?
It
who don't
depends on
who
it
don't?
depends on
I mean,
how he
no,
invest.
you
I
not,
mean,
you not, no, that's a fact. You're
shit.
not bullshit. You're not
Yeah.
bullshitting about
Show me
that.
a man that's not.
That's a
Man,
fact.
when
Shout out to
I
my lady
do
right now.
shit,
Shout out to my lady right now. We going through it right now. Shout out to her.
Right.
shit.
I'm gonna
So
tell
It
y'all this,
depends.
bro.
Hey, G. It depends on how he managing his money.
no,
That's
I
all.
get that, but I'm just saying
Facts.
them kids only get bigger. They start going on prime. They start wanting cars, all
Kids
That's
type
a
start
shit.
fact.
having
They
kids.
You get
start
Yeah,
having kids.
yeah.
No, they start having kids.
yeah.
Fact.
Subtraction is a thing you're going to go through.
So who do
Well,
you think? Who do you think
no
Bud would
doubt.
fight? Who do y'all think Bud would fight after beating Canelo? What would he
I
do?
know
Where
who
would
he
he go?
won't fight.
I'm gonna
Eh.
keep it real.
I know
Charlo.
who
If
he
I'm him,
not
I pick
gonna fight.
Charlo. I
Facts.
pick Charlo,
Facts.
cuz we pick
He
Charlo.
not
I'm
shit.
gonna tell you who the
Charlo and
fight
Bud to
is.
fight.
Either I pick Charlo or I pick Thurman.
But
You
No,
pick
yo,
I'm gonna tell
Thurman.
you who the fight
I'd
is.
rather have Charlo and Bud than fucking Bud and Canelo.
No, I
Like
got the one
real
for
shit.
y'all. I got the one for y'all.
What
Go
is it?
to go to 160 and fight Eris Landy Lara.
Yep.
Nah,
Why
nah,
not?
nah,
Why
nah,
not?
nah, nah,
Why
nah,
not?
nah, nah,
They
nah, nah.
trying to see
He,
Bud.
If
nah,
you
nah,
beat,
nah, nah,
hold
nah,
on,
nah,
hold on,
nah,
hold on, hold on,
nah,
hold on,
nah, nah,
hold on, hold on, hold on,
nah, nah,
hold
nah,
on.
nah.
Listen, just listen. If
Go
you
ahead, go ahead.
just went up the fucking mountaintop and you
Yeah.
just beat Canelo, you now not fuck with Lara?
How
Nah,
much would they pay him for that
nah,
though,
bro.
G? How
What
much
you
would
mean?
he get
That ain't
paid
it.
for that?
Nah,
He the
bro.
They
You
man.
can't
draft
go.
to
He the
pay
You can't
double.
go
man.
from. You can't go from Canelo to Lara, cause nah, bro.
That
If you
Lara
gonna go
that
from
paying
don't
that
Canelo, if you
60.
gonna go from, if you, I get and I hear that. It ain't about the I get what you saying. You talking about like you said. You talking about on paper legacy and all that shit. I get what you're saying,
That's what
but
you
you
just
can't.
said.
And no, and I'm. But you see what you said to me. You told me we bought net. You can't
So
go
why
from
not?
Canelo
So
to
why
Lara.
not Laura? That's what
Nah,
I'm asking.
not because it's lot is. I get what you saying, but I can't go from the guy who beat you to fighting you. I'm fighting. I just fought Canelo and he beat you. Why would I fight you? I could fight. You see what
That
I'm
was
saying? I
10
just
years
beat.
ago.
But did he?
I hear. But and that bingo. I was just about to say that. And I hear you. And I know that guys was gonna say that it was like it was controversial and all this shit. And I get that.
Yeah.
However, he beats on like you told me on paper. He got a dub over you. I just beat the guy who beat you. I'm not gonna fuck with you.
I know
If
All
who
I'm
right.
he
going,
need to
All right.
fight, y'all.
All
I
right.
would
He
Can I
fuck
need
with
say
to
a.
this?
fight David
I would fuck.
Can I
Benavidez, who
say this?
called him out.
That's
That's actually
the
that's it.
real pound
That's
for
it.
pound.
That's the
That's the
real
fight.
fight.
Can I say
You
this?
drag, but
Benavidez should be
you
pound
gotta
for
drag
pound right now.
you gotta drag Benavidez down to
Can I
dragging back down to 168,
He said he
165,
willing to. He
so he
said he
can
want
make
the
the
winner
fight.
already. He already said
Yeah,
he want the winner.
If
can I say
Benavidez can
this?
make
Benavidez should be pound for
165,
pound.
if Benavidez can make 165, if he can make 165, let's do it. After I beat Canelo,
168. 168.
nah, if he can make 165, because he
Not
ain't got no
fuck
build.
What you mean?
that.
He ain't got because he ain't got no build. Y'all just
Benavidez not doing that.
listen. Why not? You just beat the guy.
He just
Go ahead,
moved
go
up the
ahead.
light
You
heavyweight.
undisputed.
He got two
But that's what
fights
I'm
at light
saying.
heavyweight. He not
But
coming
that's
down
my.
to 165.
But you coming down to 168? Damn! If I just beat the guy that you wanted to fight
Yeah,
with,
but
nigga, you can't come down to 165 for me.
Why would he do that and not
I'm
get
the
the
guy
he want to
now.
undisputed
do
belts,
that.
Bro,
bro?
he's sick. Bro,
Yeah, he
that bull
want them
6'3",
belts.
bro. He's 6'3".
I'm
He
the,
not
but
doing
I
that.
get but if you telling him, if you telling me that you want him to come to, I've never fought at 68. I just beat the guy who you told me that you think is the best in that fight that you want. I beat the guy who you saying is the guy, nigga. You wanted to fight with that guy. I beat him.
Yeah, so
Now
Okay.
fight at
you
that
get
weight
not. That's what.
class.
And so you tell me to come down to one. So you tell me to come to 160 now? Is what you're saying?
No,
No,
168
Nah,
for
no.
undisputed.
This is what I'm
If not,
saying.
168.
if I
This
think Bud gonna come in at
this
165,
what
so
this
I don't see him coming in at
this
168,
this
163,
what
165. How he coming?
this
You
what
see
I'm
me?
Nah,
trying to
he
say.
coming.
This
He
what I'm
coming
trying
the
to
whole
say.
thing.
This what I'm trying to say. No matter what Bud weigh in at, he's going to be competing at 168.
168. No,
Yeah.
that's
What I'm saying is, if he beat Canelo, he's still not going to have enough pull to make Benavidez come down to 165.
why not?
What you mean? Why not? He
Nigga,
not
I
he
just
not
beat how don't I got pulled? Nigga, I just beat Canelo. What the fuck you mean?
bro. You not the boss just because you
I
won,
just beat
bro.
Canelo, nigga. I'm two-time undisputed, and I just beat
Listen,
Canelo.
bro.
I'm
The
three-time
only
undisputed. How I ain't
attraction,
got pulled?
Bro,
the
listen to what I'm
only
saying. You
attraction
not
in
the
it for
boss.
Benavidez is the belts, bro. That's all he
You
was trying
telling
to
me?
fight for. It's
Listen
not
what
Let
I'm
me
saying.
go
Listen what
ahead.
I'm
Go ahead. Go
saying.
ahead. Go
Listen
ahead.
what
Go
I'm
ahead.
saying. Listen what I'm saying. Michael Jackson, you know why Michael Jackson was allowed to walk around with a live fucking monkey?
No, go. You gotta. No,
You
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 gotta.
ain't listen. You ain't trying to vision what I'm saying. He
Go
got a
ahead.
wild monkey. He got a wild monkey that he raised and he allowed to walk around with it. When he go in a hotel, he could take a fucking monkey in the hotel with him.
Cause
You
he's
know
a
why?
star. Cause you're a star.
Exactly. Bud not no star. He not
My
fucking
nigga,
famous.
I just beat. If I just beat Canelo and I'm two-time,
No.
how
It
that?
don't
I'm not a
got
star.
star power though.
Because that
Nah.
don't make that
What?
just because you win a fight, that don't make you a star. That's what
Come
I'm
on,
People
saying.
make you a
no, bro. I'm
star.
not jacking.
Nah,
No,
dog.
no, 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 no.
Listen,
Bro,
bro.
Nigga,
bro,
I'm
listen.
Trees,
I hear what you
trees,
saying.
trees. Listen, trees.
It
Listen.
don't transfer, bro. It don't.
come
Bill
on,
beat
bro.
Canelo and didn't get
But
big. Stardom is not based on who you
it's
beat, bro.
different. No, but listen
What you
to me.
mean is
Facts.
All right,
different?
no,
Facts.
but listen to y'all gotta listen. Hold on, let me give me 3 minutes. All I'm about to say is when I watched Bud, I was hearing that same fucking conversation about Bud before he beat Spence. And all of a sudden I watched Bud beat fuck out Spence. Bud then he became a bigger name. He's become a bigger star, bro. He's become a bigger celebrity in the game, bro. After putting hands and hooves on that nigga Spence, bro.
Yes.
You put yeah, and now that's what I'm saying. You did that to Spence. Cool. Now I just watched your name get bigger because of that. You telling me that if you fighting Canelo on motherfucking Netflix, you put hands and hooves on a nigga and you become the. I just beat the guy. You telling me is the guy, and I just beat Canelo, bro.
Bro, the part you
On
not
Netflix,
understanding,
I
bro.
don't become a
The
god.
bro, yo, Treese, the part you not understanding is the guys you mentioning. We don't think they could beat David Benavidez either.
Nah.
None of that's gonna
Facts.
matter. We don't care
That's what.
Facts.
about that. You beat the
That's what
guy
I'm.
that Canelo.
Go ahead.
Hold on, Treese.
Go
You
ahead. Go ahead.
beat
Go
the
ahead.
guy that Canelo ducked to fight you.
Yep. Yep.
And
That's
guess what, Treese? This the part you forgetting. Why wouldn't he want to fight at 168 for undisputed? He's about to get the opportunity to fight at 175 for undisputed.
Right.
And got a chance to beat the guy that beat Canelo.
Right.
David Benavidez ain't out here begging. He next up. And he
Right.
called him out before this fight. He said, because you get the fight, Bud got the fight before David Benavidez. He didn't deserve to fight before David Benavidez.
Yeah.
nah.
And then this
So,
is the
I ain't
so
gonna lie.
Spence
listen,
and
hold on,
See,
hold
Canelo,
on.
the people
Hold
you
on.
using to big Bud up, nobody thinks they got a chance in hell at beat. He
but
dumped
listen, but
David
But hold
Benavidez
on,
to
hold on,
fight
go
hold
ahead. Go
Crawford.
ahead.
on.
My bad. Go ahead.
Let me get this,
Go ahead.
streets. This real quick. What I want to say. This is the difference, bro. Black people, bro. We love great athletes. We love great entertainers and all that. But the support system is not the same as a Mexico. When Mexico
Facts.
got a fighter, bro, they kill for that boy. They put everything down that day to watch that fight. I'm talking
And
about
I'm with you.
grandmothers. I'm talking about
Pay for the
grandmothers,
shit, man.
But it's
grandfathers,
vi- but it's
sisters,
but
brothers.
but it's like
So
it's
listen,
a
listen,
proximity.
listen,
Go
listen.
ahead. Go ahead.
What Bud becomes if he beat Canelo is a great fighter, but he doesn't become a superstar. He
Don't
doesn't
come
become a
popular.
superstar because
I don't.
they don't, because they don't let dark skinned black men become superstars. They don't do that. That's
I'm
just not
not.
what they do. They gonna
I'm not.
find something. They gonna find
I
something.
hear
Look what they
you, bro.
listen. Look what they did to Diddy after all those years. After all
No,
those
I'm
years,
with you. And watch.
look what
I
they
see what they
did
did
to
to
him.
R. Kelly. I see what they did to Kills. Cause I'm with you. But what
Exactly.
I'm
Look what they
saying,
did to Bill Cosby. Look what they
I'm
did
with,
to
and
Bill
I'm with. He's
Cosby.
a no. He's a no. Word the fuck up. I'm with. I get what you're saying. It's crazy because it's like I feel like we had a catch 22 because it's like it's hard to tell me, nigga. Like if I'm on the if I do karaoke with Michael Jackson, nigga, and I out sing the nigga, you
You're
see
not gonna
me?
do it.
God damn, but that's what I'm saying. But that's like niggas telling me Bud not gonna beat Canelo. But nigga, if
It's
I
not
go out here and I
Canelo.
outbox
Not
this nigga,
He not.
Canelo. Not Michael Jackson. Canelo. Not
shit,
Michael
why
Jackson.
right now? What he at least Prince right now?
Nah,
Motherfucking
it's
Floyd,
No, he not
motherfucker,
He
he
not
at
Prince
least
yet.
Prince. God damn it,
It's
he
Michael
Prince. If he not
Jackson.
Floyd, he Prince.
You
Cuz,
know
No,
who
god
he
damn
ain't
Michael
it,
Prince.
man.
He
Jackson
ain't
is
Prince
right
neither.
now? You know
If
who
he
Michael
not Mike, nigga,
Jackson
he
is?
Prince.
Nah,
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 he ain't
Tank
Prince.
Michael Jackson right now.
Floyd was Michael Jackson. Canelo fuck around, be Prince right
Treese,
now. Is how I'm
Treese, the
seeing it.
part you
Cuz.
not understanding
Tank
is,
is Michael
brother,
Jackson right
is
now.
that Bud is going to be 38 years old by the time that happens.
Right,
Facts.
right.
Y'all trying to tell me Canelo
Bud
like
birthday like a
Salinas?
week, Bud birthday like a week or so before
Yeah,
mine.
Selena's.
Because
Yeah,
you
I
He
know
know.
gonna be
he is.
38
He like
years old.
Salinas.
They
You trying
not
to say he
letting a
like
38
Salinas?
year old
He
become
like
a
Selena. He
superstar,
like
bro.
Canelo like Selena. Canelo like Selena. Canelo like Selena. Don't do me that. He motherfucking
Yeah, there
hey,
you
Hey,
go.
don't do me that, Jay. You talking about yeah? No, that's
Yeah, he
about
like,
right.
yeah, he like Selena, nigga.
Y'all
Hey,
know
yo,
Yeah, you
good.
can't.
fellas, I gotta duck out. G,
D1.
Deem,
D1.
Trees, OG, salute to all y'all, man. I'll be live
Hold it.
tonight, 10 p.m. Tap in with
Hey,
y'all.
Salute.
hey,
Yes,
D1,
sir.
You
Hold, let
going
me
live
let me
tonight, GA?
what you
Yeah,
going
hold. Let me get this.
MIA?
angry,
Let me get
angry
this.
white man shit. You know what I
Let me get
mean?
the. Yeah, you
Peace.
already
Be
know
good and
D1.
safe, fellas. Peace.
What? Hey
Be
D1, what you
safe.
said? 10 p.m. Yeah, fuck with him. Hey yo, the Walkers. I appreciate the donation. He said if Roach or even Shakur beat Tank, they still would not be on the same stardom level of Tank. Bud is not on the same level of stardom as Canelo. That's all I was saying.
Fucking
That shit.
hell.
That shit different,
It's
bro.
like it's crazy to tell me that after I beat that I beat him, motherfucker. How I'm not? I
Yeah,
just beat the motherfucker. Like, what the
but Bud is not taking this fight to be a star. He
No, you
taking
right. It's
he
a
he
yeah, it's
taking this
legacy
fight to
fight.
be a fucking samurai, to
A
be a
legend. He
fucking
taking this shit to be a
yeah,
no word. No
yeah.
word up. Word up. Word up.
I'm a super samurai.
No
Yeah.
word the fuck
I
up.
just want to
No word
show
up.
y'all. I just want to show y'all I could chop his fucking head
What they
off.
say? Hey, what they say? The only thing better than being a legend, nigga, is I'm an icon type shit. He
Yeah,
going for icon. No, Mike going for icon
Yeah.
status. I'm with the shit.
Hey,
I'm
Trees,
with the
hey,
shit.
look, and it's the other thing, Trees. This what I always compare this, especially boxing stardom. I always compare it to this. You ever see niggas that knock bitches, and you be like, how the fuck did he get that bitch? Cause she like him. Motherfuckers like you because they like you. It ain't no
Because they
particular
like you.
thing. You
yeah,
can't take Floyd Mayweather, Roy Jones, Adrian Broner and try to take their blueprint and put it in your life. No, be you. It's
Word
just
up.
that simple, bro. It's not like you just because you somebody that's popular, you do something to them, you think automatically you gonna be. You might get a lot of hate. Look when fucking Tim Bradley beat Pacquiao. This nigga was getting
That's a
death threats.
fact. That's a
You
fact.
see what I'm saying? It don't
No,
that
that's a
shit
fact.
don't necessarily transfer like that. It just don't, bro. It don't. It don't transfer like that, man.
and it's because, bro, it's because we don't stand behind our
We
product,
don't.
bro. We don't
That's a
stand behind
fact.
our product, bro. We instead of doing that, is always like, you know what? I bet he can't do that to Usyk.
That
It's
is the
like,
type of shit that we
damn,
like when Wilder was doing his thing. Like when that motherfucker, no, you not bullshitting. Or like
yeah,
AJ can't do that with Fury, or Wilder can't do that. Fury, or no, it'd be
yeah,
a lot of
like
that.
it's yeah, it'd
Or
be a
with
lot of that.
Usyk, like right now, Daniel Dubois, that motherfucker been on a tear. As soon as get on the tear, oh, he can't. Usyk put him down, but he trying to get the rematch. Motherfuckers like Dubois ain't got a fucking chance in hell against Usyk. He fuck around,
Right,
make something shake against Usyk on some real shit.
right.
But
But
G,
but but
I think that's all people though. Cause I always said Abner Morris, Leo Santa Cruz, Virgil Ortiz, and David Benavidez. The Mexicans don't get behind them like they get behind Canelo.
yeah, but this the thing. Name a holiday that we have for fights.
That's a fact. We don't
It
even treat.
got
I told my nigga because listen, Toledo, Ohio. I'm a Jared Anderson fan. I've been telling everybody and their mother, nigga, July 4th supposed to be Jared Anderson, like All American Anderson is what I'm pushing for on July 4th. And you right as fuck, bro. We don't have a day that we solid. Like Canelo got 2 dates that we know that he's gonna fight. He gets 2 dates every year that we know that are cut out for him, carved
yeah.
out for him. We don't have. You right. We don't
And
have
it's
that.
been
But see,
before him.
what?
Chavez had those dates. De
Chavez,
La Hoya
yep.
had those
Had
dates.
those dates, yeah,
You know what I'm
But
saying?
yeah,
look, but look,
yeah.
that might be. We might can chalk that up to just the creativity of the fighter and the team. Because Floyd did it. Floyd
What
had
was
those
his what
dates
was his date? What was
before
his date?
Canelo got him.
What was his date? Like what were the 2 days of the year that you knew for a fact Floyd was gonna fight?
The
Say that
only one,
again.
That's what I'm
the
saying. We don't got
the
that because even with Canelo, I know
the
for a
only
fact
one,
on
the
Cinco
only
de
one,
Mayo and September 13th, I'm getting a Canelo fight.
the
No,
only
but
date,
we was getting it with Floyd though.
the only date he
What?
adopted, the only date he adopted was Cinco de Mayo. And every time he wore a sombrero. He was
Some
fighting a
that's
Mexican and he wore a
Mexican.
sombrero.
Yeah, that's what I'm
He
saying.
adopted that date.
But that's not. That's what I'm saying. But it ain't really like we can't count if
See,
he not fighting the
but
Mexican. We
look,
can't count on him to be. You see me? If a Mexican not
but
hot, we
look,
can't be counting on us to be fighting.
I think that somebody like Tank or even Boots and even the young boy in Virginia, if he didn't fuck up the other night, you do two, three
Keyshawn.
more. You do 2-3 more events like that. You could carve out a day. It could be
Yeah,
around
you
your
could.
birthday, whatever you want to invent. Like sometimes the teams got to get creative. I think they
And
could
guess
do it,
what? And guess
and I
what?
think
EA.
people would support it. If you can do it
And
at home, when you can do it at home, I think you could build something from your hometown, and that's why, like I hear a lot of y'all say,
That's
especially trainers, like y'all say how y'all don't sometimes y'all don't like guys to fight at home. Guys got to get more disciplined and focused to be able to fight at home, especially when you got a big support system, because you can start from that support system and then grow out. Because that's just like when I'm in the barbershop, because I'm in Dallas now. When I'm in the barbershop, I'm talking about boots all the fucking time. The casual
yeah,
yeah.
motherfuckers when they talk about boxing. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So it's
That's
like
me with
it can be
Albert
done, but
Bill.
I don't think it's necessarily the people won't support. I think when you already got a support system, you got to know how to grow it. And
Yeah.
somebody, matter of fact, I think that was Tree saying it. I think somebody else might have said it too. Like Eddie Hearn, he's a good promoter, but
Yeah.
you got to be the right type of fighter for Eddie Hearn. And I think somebody like that's from the UK, like kind of Ben, is kind of tailor made for him because that's their market. But him dealing with American fighters, sometimes if it ain't already built in for Eddie to work with it, it's gonna be kind of difficult. Because now that
But
I think about it, like he gonna have to get some 154 pounders from Golden Boy because he do work with them.
yeah.
Whatever
But
he
can I
Yeah.
got,
but can I say this, EH? I believe this, and I could be wrong. But if we didn't get if Eddie Hearns didn't if they didn't do business with Eddie Hearn, then we don't get boots at the Wells Fargo.
That's a fact. I agree
I,
with that.
I don't
Nobody
believe
else was
we
nobody.
why?
Nah, no, nobody. Because
because
nobody else would have
nobody
put the money behind.
nobody was interested in the Wells Fargo and putting boots at the Wells Fargo. Nobody else was talking like that. Eddie was the only one that said that. When Eddie said it, when he was talking about boots, he said, if I had boots in this, I'm taking them right back to Philly. He said that
Okay,
he said that before he signed them. He said that months before. He was like, if I ever get a chance to sign that kid, I'm going right back to Philly with that kid. And we're gonna
okay.
blow it up.
Eddie, listen. Eddie is a listen. I watch Eddie interviews like I'm watching. I fucks with Eddie. Eddie is a good fucking promoter, bro. And he talks that shit. He does interviews. I fucks with Eddie. The motherfucker silly. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
fucks with Eddie's a damn good promoter. He's a damn good promoter. But
AEH.
I'm just looking at the landscape as far as the fighters and where they are. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like
I'm gonna give you
the
I want to
only
give
hope
you
that I got is Turkey is involved. Because that Turkey money is involved, then Turkey might tell a motherfucker, look, I'm gonna give you this fight boots.
AEH. I want to give you your credit too, bro. You really a boxing fan, bro. Because some of that shit you be sending me, I don't know where that shit be coming from. I don't know who, you know what I mean, who them dudes be, but you be on that shit.
Hey, listen, because you got babies, you got a wife, nigga. I be in the truck all the time, so you know what I'm saying? You got shit you doing. Like, you got real life shit you do. I be in the truck listening to music or listening to boxing podcasts, and I'm signed up to a bunch of the motherfuckers. So that, you know what I'm saying? That be my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that be my shit. Hell yeah.
I'm trying to put
But
the link back.
we gonna see, man. I'm glad. I'm glad. Boots is shutting these motherfuckers up, man. Because everybody that was talking shit, like he didn't win then. We gonna see what the fuck gonna happen now. And I'm talking about not just like people that be on the podcast and all that and shit in the comments. Even a lot of these fucking commentators and shit saying the same shit. Now he at 154. I'm gonna see if they gonna ride these potential opponents. These motherfuckers that's supposed to be potential. I'm gonna see if they gonna ride them. I want to see if they gonna ride Virgil Ortiz.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ride this motherfucker. Y'all was talking shit about ride his motherfucker. And y'all talk about all these other fighters when they don't fight certain people and all of that. Because I'll be watching that shit Pro Box TV with the MMA boy and Chris Algieri and Paul and Robert Garcia be on there too. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna see. Cause y'all was saying that shit. especially Chris Algieri, would surprise me because motherfucker, you know what happened with that Virgil Ortiz boot shit. Y'all already know, but I'm like, okay.
Joe
Now,
Blow, you gotta show your face. Joe Blow, you gotta show your face, bro, before I let you in. Yeah, he jumped out of there. That was crazy.
for real?
Yeah, it be like niggas playing around. I be peeping. That's why I had to start what's the name?
Well, yeah,
Screening.
we already know that because with that weirdo shit from the last time.
Hey,
But
Omic Original said AGA's turkey changed the ring size. 18 by 18. What you think about that, EH?
you know what? Listen, man. First of all, the, like the situations that happen, the fights that happen, where as a fan base, you know what I'm saying, we were critical. Okay, you know what I'm saying, because we fans, of course we're gonna be critical. We got a right to be critical. You know what I'm saying? We fans. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But for you to try to come in and change the whole landscape and culture of boxing, I don't
Mm-hmm.
like that. Because this is the thing, G, and you know this from working with fighters, especially young fighters, how impressionable they are. So
Mm-hmm.
if Tank can wear chrome heart boxing shorts, you come in the gym next day and your fighter got some chrome, you know what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah.
talked about that. So imagine somebody who is putting money into the sport and you got him in the gym and you trying to teach him how to fight.
Mm-hmm.
He might abandon some of the intelligent shit that you teaching him about fighting, maybe when you get in trouble or when you fight in a certain style, or how sometimes you always say this, poking holes in a guy until you break him down. If this guy starts influencing boxing because he's spending money, it might make a guy feel like I got to go in there and do rock and sock and robot. You are not the person who is qualified to set the standards. Because you even got these motherfucking commentators talking about, well, maybe the referee should get involved and tell the guys, hey, we need more action. See, I don't like that. My thing is, when you don't like something, don't spend your money on it. Like, right. That just keep it like that. Don't try to, because now you talking about fucking with ring sizes. Well, shit, when Canelo was negotiating with Plant wanted this, a bigger ring. And because Canelo wanted that belt, they had to negotiate. See, I don't, he doing too much, bro. He doing too much. And I'm not the type of person, when it comes to money, when it comes to a broad, that shit come a dime a dozen. The money gonna come out of somewhere. If Turkey out she died today or tomorrow, you think money gonna stop flowing around the world? Like, I'm
Right.
not hooked on that shit. I
Right.
ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, if my bro leave me shit bad motherfucker, you tell me ain't no more bad motherfuckers out there? Like,
Mm.
I'm just gonna compromise. Nah, bro. No, the game is bigger than dude, bro. I just I don't like that, man.
Hey, hey,
I don't like it.
hey Dev Hall, what up? Let me read these super chats real quick. Boxing Hacker, he says Tio was just on live saying that Boots originally agreed to the Tio fight and then changed his mind and pulled out. If that's true, that's a duck. That was Boxing Hacker. I appreciate the donation. Omic Original, we already read that. He said he changed the ring size. Shan 100 grand says niggas on dope wanting Bud to fight David. The Walkers. Oh, I read that one. Kyle ETN says if Bud beat Nello, he a super to Rudy mad tripping. A what? He a supers to Rudy. Man, I'm sorry, bro. I don't know what that means. Appreciate the donation. The Walker says we have Juneteenth. We just have to push for it. I agree. Dev Hall, what up?
What's up, man? How y'all, man? As always,
Live from 76.
you funny as shit. No bullshit, man. Hey, as always, bro, enjoying the show,
Can you
man.
hear him?
Hey, Dev, you're doing kind of low.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Hold on 1 second.
You gotta turn it up, probably.
All right, y'all can hear me?
Yeah, a
Y'all can
little
hear me?
better. Yeah.
Y'all can hear me? Be good?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a little better.
Yeah, I had this shit hooked up to the car. But I was saying, man, as always, I'm enjoying the show, man. EH, you always dropping knowledge, man. And G,
continue to show consistency matters, bro. But I just wanted to speak on Richardson Hitchens and Cambosa.
Right.
I watched the live last night as far as the weigh-in. I mean, not the weigh-in, the press conference, and then I didn't get a chance to see the weigh-in. But I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I hope Africa not just talking a lot of shit, man, and get surprised, bro, because Cambosos ain't gonna keep losing to everybody, bro. Like
Right.
Cambosos ain't no bum. Like, but Devin Haney made him look average. You feel me? But Africa not Devin Haney. I feel like he may be, in for more than he think. I feel as though I wouldn't be surprised if it's an upset at all. But if not, I expect him to outbox him. I don't know, bro. I don't know. They be selling the hell out of the fight, yo. They convinced the shit out of me, yo, to the point where I was thinking about sliding out to Manhattan tomorrow. They got $75 tickets and shit, bro. They trying to sell the shit out that damn fight, bro. So I was thinking about it. And the undercard cool too. You feel me? So I just wanted to get your opinion on this one thing, bro. I caught you live last night, and you were speaking on Boots moving up to 154. Me personally, I feel as though his first fight should be Madrimov. The only reason I say that because since he didn't fight Terrence Crawford, and we already seen Terrence Crawford fight him the first time. Not saying it was the best, but it wasn't the worst either. He had to figure him out. I feel as though after Madrimov fought Virgil Ortiz and fought Terrence Crawford, it's only right for Boots to fight him because those are the two boxers at 154 that we want to see him fight. Virgil
Right.
Ortiz and Terrence Crawford. So it's only right for us to see him fight Madrimov first. You feel me?
Right.
Me personally, because we don't want to see no walk in the fucking park and all that shit. We want to see what Turkey want to see, a fucking combat. You feel me? Like, all right. That's me personally.
Yeah.
I just want to get your opinion on that Madrimov drawing.
I'm not mad at the Madrimov fight. I like Madrimov. The thing is, I want Madrimov to get a win before he fight Boots because if
Real
he
shit,
fight
bro.
Boots, coming off the loss to Bud and to Virgil,
Virgil.
then all they gonna say is he had the stuffing punched out of him. He really wasn't a live dog. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Just
G, let me ask the brother something real quick. I want to ask you two questions. One, as far as skill wise, who do you see is better skill wise, Devin or Africa? And whichever one you see is better, tell me why. That's my first question. And the second one is, do you think that Madrimov is Boots' toughest fight at 154? Or do you just want to see that first and then after that, whoever else?
I like the questions. I don't know if you're talking to me, but I like the questions. But
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
oh yeah, the first question, the answer that as far as skill set, I've been watching this. I've been watching the Four Kings or whatever you want to call them since they was all kids, like Shakur, Alden, Ryan, Tank, and Dev. Me personally, I feel as though Dev got the best jab. I feel as though his skill set is like remarkable before the whole Ryan Garcia shit. Because before the whole Ryan Garcia shit, everybody excuse my language. Everybody was on Dev dick, bro. Everybody was talking about he got the best jab in the game. All that extra shit. All that shit went away after he took that loss. So I
Yeah,
honestly feel as though skill set,
34.
Devin Haney, I feel as though was me
35.
personally,
All
I
right.
feel as though Devin Haney was the closest thing that we seen at a particular moment to Floyd. Not as sharp, but I'm talking about defense and his jab and everything back then. Now, I'm going to the second part because Africa he good, but I don't think he's fucking with Dev on the skill set. But as far as Madrimov, the only reason I say it would be his toughest opponent right now because I mean, that's not his toughest opponent. His toughest opponent would be Virgil Ortiz. To me personally, at 154, but we're not counting Crawford because he's not coming back down, unless he want to be on some shit. But I think Ortiz because he's a dog, just like Boots is, and he goes. I don't know, bro. Like you made a comment, Greg, earlier. Someone had said Ortiz lost to Madrimov, and you was like, what? Like I was saying the same shit. I don't know what he was talking about, but I feel as though Madrimov made Ortiz bring the dog out of him. You feel me? And
yeah.
Ortiz showed me a whole different boxer to the point where I was like, you know what? If Boots go to 154, I'm not mad at this fight because this is what we want to see. Him in a competitive, match versus him trying to figure a guy out, running around the ring, all that shit like Madrimov. But Madrimov is someone that has you thinking. And that's why I want to see where Boots' IQ is at, like everyone says.
Yeah, I like that. I like that breakdown. For sure. Jay, what's up, Jay?
What up, King? Hey, I'm a kind of cause G, I've been meaning to ask you this for a while. I'm glad asked that. When people say Devin Haney got the best jab, it's like I can't say I fully believe it because like, and I wanted to ask you as a trainer, some guys who are taller guys. So if you're the taller guy and the faster guy all the time, it'll make your jab look like you got the best jab. Me, I look at somebody like Usyk who fought bigger guys, was still able to use his jab and establish, like, set up his combinations behind his punches, even being a smaller guy. So that's a question I wanted to ask you, G. I've been meaning to ask you that for a long time. Like, when people say somebody got the best jab, like, what are they? Because like, I just always feel like if you're the longer, taller guy with the longer reach, yeah, your jab probably gonna be your most effective punch. So I've always wanted to ask you that.
Yeah, I mean, I think when people basing it, they basing it on dictatorship. You know what I mean? How you control a fight with your jab. But I also agree with your point about him being a taller, faster guy a lot of times. You know what I mean? Sometimes that can help you for sure. Um, but I mean, it just depends on who you're talking to, for real, for real. But that was a great question for sure.
Because I always wondered, would his jab be as good if he was fighting a taller guy? Like, would you still say like, oh, Dev got the best jab if he's fighting a taller guy? Would you say that? And then I
Right.
wanted to get on last night because I watched your live. This the perfect time. Turkey, you got to turn to Greggy Sheet. Talk to your man, Turkey Sheet. We got to get the tournament in. It's 154. Got 8 killers in there. For real, it's more than 8, but they got 8 that they can start the tournament. And then he amped the pay up every time somebody win, like go to the next round. So when it's the last 4, it's amped up. Then when it's the last 2, people gonna really rumble. Jamal Charlo, Boot, Jamel, my fault, Jamel. You could throw Boy Chuck in there.
Yeah.
Bachram, throw all them guys in there. Get about 8 of them and let's have a tournament. Let it pick random. Let's say Turkey She got the money to really get it popping at 154 and get the action fight because all them guys gonna be in the fight. My man Lubin, throw Lubin in there. It's a lot of guys, like it's the perfect time to like have like a tournament for real at 154 to establish who the real guy is.
No, I agree. I agree. I like that.
G, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. As crazy as this sound outside of Virgil, I feel as though Fundora may not be as hard as I think, yo. Cause Boost gonna be able to get to the inside. He fast, he quick, defense slick. Like I don't know if he's gonna be able to I don't know if he's gonna be able to like do anything with Boost, bro. Like, but Fundora, that nigga height, he tall as shit, bro. Like
Yeah.
real rat. His reach is retarded, man. So if he can keep him at bay, it's gonna be difficult. But other than that, I think he can get inside easy. Paul.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think it's a lot. I really want to see that fight because I think it's a lot people gonna understand about Boots once they see that fight. So I would love to see that fight. I hope they fight one day.
Do you honestly think, now watch this now, he's going up to 154, right? And you already know
Yeah,
you a boxer, bro. Do you think people gonna be running their mouth if he has a close fight at 154? You know how people be like, oh shit, see? That power from 147 didn't translate. You get what I'm saying? Because like people
yeah,
never gonna be satisfied, bro. He has a
yeah.
close fight, it's gonna be he average. Like Terrence, when he fought Madrimov, niggas like, I don't know if he's ready for 154. Now he going up to 168. It's like, you get what I'm saying? Like, do you think that's gonna be the case with Boots when if he has a troubled fight or a controversy fight?
No, that's an automatic. You know people gonna talk like that.
Hey
I mean,
G, hey
yo,
Dev, if he go up there and knock everybody out, motherfuckers gonna find something to say, bro.
I'm
That's
glad
how
EA.
it is, man.
I'm glad you said the EH. That's exactly what I said. If he go up there and stop one of them guys real easy, they gonna say that guy was a bum. Let him go up there
Yup,
and like fight a Bachram or a Boca Chuck, and he stop him easy. They gonna be like, nah, he ain't the guy. Go get Virgil. Virgil
yeah,
the
yeah.
real guy. Then he stop Virgil. They gonna just make up a guy. No, go get this guy right here. He's a real monster. It. I just feel like they do that with anybody. Any of them guys at the top level make it look easy or beat the hell out of somebody. It's always like, go get somebody else. Like, no, go get him now. That's the real guy. Like, they gonna
Now
make
wait,
it.
Hey,
wait.
hey, hey,
The
hey,
only
Jay, I'm
person
gonna tell you who my favorite boxer with a jab is right now. Khalil Cole, nigga.
mm,
That performance he put on,
yeah,
bro. I don't think I've ever seen that.
mm,
He beat that. I mean, I'm talking about he beat his ass, bro, with a jab.
he say he beat his ass.
he beat his ass. Man, and I don't even think he got hit that much. I gotta go watch the fight again. I ain't got a chance because I've been running all week. I gotta watch that motherfucker again.
Yeah, he
Khalil
got.
Coach jab, bro. That shit looked like it was AI generated, bro. I'm telling you that, bro.
EH, I think he was also extra motivated because that was his get back. Like, I gotta get back to where I'm supposed
Yeah,
to be at.
no, but that's what I want to see though. It let me know you know how to control your mind. You can say, wait, man, let me get. But he said he was sick though. He said, man, I was hospitalized. He
Yeah.
said that after the fight. So I
Yeah,
believe him. I believe him because that
I,
It was good,
performance,
fellas.
I say Jamal Charlo before his long layoff, when Jamal Charlo was really getting it, like he had a good jab too.
Oh, he
yeah,
still got one of the best jabs, bro.
Yeah.
yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah,
Hell yeah. Like, I think he top 3 in the jabs, for real, for real. Like,
And I don't want nobody to think. Let me clear it up. I ain't hating on Devin jab. That's not what I'm here to do. I just hate when people see like the taller, faster, longer guy and be like, "Woo, that boy got a good jab."
yeah,
But then
oh
yeah,
no, but no, I agree
talk
with that,
to him,
bro. But you,
will he still be able to set his punches up behind that jab? That's what I want to see. Like if he's the
Mm.
fight taller guy with a jab, still be like, all right,
yeah.
yeah.
And
But
see, Dev, that's why I want to see Africa and Dev, because I think they built the same. To me, they got similar skill sets. I can't necessarily say one is better than the other, but I think Dev has had more of a chance to show a lot of his skills because of his resume. But I think him and Africa kind of evenly matched. That's why I was curious when you were saying what you were saying. I'm like, okay, you know what
no,
I
I mean
mean?
that's
So
just
I
my.
can't wait till they fight. I want to see
But you
that.
know what? But yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you though. The only reason I said that because of what I seen him do. You already know how it is, man. Like you only as good as your last before. I mean, I ain't even gonna use that analogy, bro. His resume is way better than Africa's, and that's nobody else's fault. But like I seen him been tested. I see him be tested against Lomachenko, Cambosos, and well, I ain't gonna count that Garcia John, but still Garcia. Like you feel me? So I seen him be in the war with in the ring with dogs, and I haven't seen that from Africa yet, and that's just
Right.
my opinion.
I agree. I agree. You
And
right. You absolutely right.
and
You
that's
right.
the only reason I don't want to discredit that, bro. Because to be honest with you, I know I'm getting off topic. I was just talking to my girl about this shit, yo, and like I'm a real boxing fan, man, like a real boxing fan, to the point where my first fight was when Brandon Jacobs was a fucking promoter was for somebody, the football player for the Giants. When the back down AC, I seen Mikey Garcia, all them niggas, but when it was up and coming. But the point I'm making is I hate when niggas be jumping off a bandwagon when boxers lose, bro, because that takes away from the sport. My favorite boxer, Earl Spence and Manny Pacquiao. When Earl got beat, it fucked me up because I'm like, bro, don't get me wrong, he went through some devastating shit. But then I'm like, bro, that ain't how you go out, bro. You can't do that. The biggest fight of your career, you go out like that. You can't do that. You teasing your fans and all that. And Dev getting criticized for falling on his shield. He didn't quit. He didn't quit. The nigga got up multiple times. Earl got up
Yeah.
multiple times. And I hate when niggas be like, he a bum, he corner. I'm like, nigga, you put your fucking hands up for 3 minutes and try to throw a punch.
That's right.
That's real shit, bro. Niggas
That's
be
right,
talking,
Dad.
they
That's
never throw
right.
a punch, bro. I be like, y'all bum ass niggas, y'all just saying anything, and that takes away from the sport, bro. Because you got some people that are good boxers, bro. Like for example, my niggas Abdullah Mason. I really love
Mm-hmm.
that boy. Like I be feeling like personally, bro.
Is that me or him?
I think that's him, EH. Because I'm good. I can hear you good.
Yeah, and I can hear you. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he on that. He on
Dang.
that highway.
He was cooking too. Yeah.
But I agree with him though. People be quick. That's why I say only way I would have believed that Ryan stuff if he'd have beat the hell out of Rolly. Like, hold on, Ryan, you might was on
Yo,
a.
could y'all hear me?
Yeah. Yeah. Who that? See?
Yo,
We, who just said? Can we hear you? Was that C?
I think so. He's like it froze up too.
Yeah, it just froze up again.
real shit. I don't know, man. That's the Boost Mobile shit.
Hey, G, what you think about that Edgar?
Yeah, could y'all hear me?
Yeah, your phone going in and out.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, yeah, we can hear you
T,
now.
yeah.
Go ahead and rock then. I'll let him rock. I was gonna ask about that Shiraz and Edgar, but go ahead, let's see rock.
You, nah. It's AT&T. G, cut it out.
Is what?
It's AT&T.
Oh, all right.
It's
My bad.
AT&T. G. It's
My bad.
AT&T.
What's up? What's
Yo,
up with you
yo,
though?
G. Yo, I love your show, man.
Appreciate you, gang.
Yeah, I love your show, man. I love your show, man. I got a question for G. Do you think Charles Conwell would be a good fight for Boots?
I do think Charles Conwell will be a great fight for Boots, but what I want to see is Charles Conwell get back on the high horse. I say get him a win. And I honestly give him that rematch. Give him that rematch and let him get back. And then, and then they fight.
Has Conwell said anything about that fight? Because he didn't look like himself. Dude, way sharper than that.
Yeah, he not vocal. He ain't one of them vocal dudes, so he probably ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah, something was wrong with him, bro. I really
Okay.
believe that because Charles Conwell don't fight like that, bro. He's way sharper, much smarter. Like I feel like something might have been wrong with him.
There's nothing wrong, EH.
Boski.
He just in there with a better fighter on the night. That's all it was. Hey, salute, Greg. Well, go on, Greg. What you saying,
Because
blood?
I'm from the same city with Cordell Booker.
Yeah.
Well, go on, Greg. What you saying, blood? What you saying, EH? What's good?
You know what's
Hey,
good. What's up?
hey, Butch, I always give fighters the benefit of the doubt, man, when I know fighters, bro. Or when I don't say know them, but when I've been watching, I always give them the benefit of the doubt, bro.
And
Don't
he was telling me that when there was all sparring, you know what I'm saying, that it was a good sparring session, but you know what I'm saying, and he said that Charles Conwell is pretty good, you know?
Yeah. You talking about he was sparring Boots? AC. Yeah, you gonna have to move into the city, brother. You out there in that county, you can't hear nothing. Yeah,
Gotta hook up to the Wi-Fi or something.
Yeah. You was there that day, right?
it was good work. Real good work.
Yo,
Yeah, I heard you.
I am in the city.
Your
Yeah, I
connections
don't know.
fuck up,
I'm
big
gonna go
man.
out
Hey,
and
big
come back
man,
in.
your
I'm gonna go out
connections
and
fuck up. Your
All
connections
right.
fuck up, big man.
Big men.
Hey, what you
Both,
say? Why you lot say big man like that? You lot sound like some. Like, do I sound like some robot or something? No,
no, it's the
big
fact.
man.
No, it's the fact that you threw it in there.
Oh yeah,
You say your
see,
connections
look, hey, this
fucked
is what
up,
you do,
real
Greg.
fucked up,
You
big man.
you throw it in there. You throw it in there. That's what I'm saying. That's how you sound to me, innit? You get me? You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, man. Salute to you, Greg. Salute EH, Just J. Salute to the community, man.
For
I hope
sure.
you're gonna enjoy
Nah,
what we
Butch,
got coming up.
you and G went to sleep on me the other night, and you fell asleep on me too, Butch.
Hey, this is what we do, man. We eat, sleep, breathe. We piss, we
You know
piss,
what?
we
And I
piss, we
wanted
sleep,
to
we
say,
shitboxing.
at this point, I am not the official old head. G is. G, man, G get up under them covers, bro. It's over. I'm supposed to be doing that shit. G, you
Hey,
the
bro.
official old head now,
I
bro.
can't
I'm
lie,
on the
EH. I
young
can't
boy
lie,
now.
EH. You don't look like no older. You look like you're like 25,
I'm,
28
I'm,
ball. You know what I'm
I'm,
saying?
man, Butch, I be trying to tell these young girls that I don't know what's wrong with them, homie.
Hey, listen. Hey, listen, man. 154 is an exciting. It's an exciting division for Boots Ennis. This is what I've been waiting for. He couldn't get what he really wanted at 147. It's time for him to step up his game now. Elevate his career, his legacy into 154. You got multiple contenders there, and I don't mind the Madrimov fight. There's nothing wrong. Madrimov lost to two Madrimov lost to one Hall of Famer, and he lost to another up and coming young champion in Virgil Ortiz.
Yeah,
The Bud fight was very technical. It wasn't a wash. Nothing. He gave Bud fits in there.
yeah.
The Virgil Ortiz fight, styles make fights. Virgil Ortiz came with a different type of style. You know what I'm saying? He bull rushed Madrimov. He made it very uncomfortable for Madrimov. Madrimov didn't make any adjustments later on down the. I was kind of I was surprised how Madrimov couldn't make any adjustments later on down the fight. That Soviet, Uzbekistani, you know what I'm saying, IQ didn't really kick in. So I was kind of frustrated with Madrimov's performance against Virgil Ortiz. Pity pack punches, didn't have any sense of direction to his offense. He wasn't really making it. He wasn't making Virgil thinking there when it came to the second latter of the fight. You know what I'm saying to you? So I would like to see Boots in there with someone like a Madrimov. Bohachuk, Mutuzaliev, those are two different types of beasts in my opinion. In my opinion, Bohachuk beat Virgil Ortiz. I would like to see that rematch. If not, he can get the work with Boots Ennis. That's a great division for Boots to get the fights that he needs to get to be up there contending with those guys. I believe Boots can beat some of those guys up there, but guys like Mutuzaliev, that's a tough. That I don't care what any of you Americans say. Mutuzaliev is a serious guy, serious guy. I don't know if Boots can break that man down to how he broke down Stanionis. This is a different type of kettle of fish. So I would like to see that fight. Fundora, that's a great fight. Lubin's in there. We want to know what Charlo's doing. Charlo, we don't know. He's still the lineal champion at the division. There's multiple options there for Boots. What do you have to say to that?
Who you want to see first?
I would like to see maybe. Does he want to go into the Greg? Does Boots want to go up in there and get a title shot right away, or is he want to wet his feet first up against a contender of some sort?
I don't know the exact move, but him going to 54 is good enough for me. What you said about all the opponents, the names, I like all of them. I like all of them, every single one.
That's why it's hard to break. Or go ahead, Just Jay. I think you wanted to get in there.
No, I was just agreeing with you, King, on that Boychuk Virgil. I'm like you. I got Boychuk winning that. They should have ran a rematch back. I don't know why they did, but I'd rather see Boychuk fight Virgil. I'm not saying like don't give him the boost, but I'd rather boost like they said, fight Majimov. If anybody fight Boychuk, Virgil should run it back with Boychuk. Like he ain't beat that man on that night. You got off the canvas
Wow.
twice.
You know what? And I think I'm the only person that think Virgil won that fight. And I don't know if it's because I like Virgil. Like, even though Boots, of course, I'm rooting for Boots. That's my man. But I like Virgil, man. I don't know if it's because of that, but I watched it. I thought it was a tough fight. But I thought, you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of Kovalev and Ward. That's what it reminded me of. But I wouldn't be mad. I'm not mad at fans that say run it back. Because whenever you have something close like that, I think you should run it back. Floyd did it. Shit. You know what I mean?
I just seem like in close fights to me, the A side get the edge. So like, and that's what happened. Virgil's a bigger name guy. He got the more money behind him. So like, all right, we're gonna edge it to him. Like you got like if it was the other way around, let Virgil have dropped Boychuk twice. They wouldn't have let Boychuk win. Everybody would have been screaming robbery. So that's why I say I'm like run it back, because just like he just said with that Terrence Crawford and Majimov fight, Virgil ain't beat the hell out of Boychuk. Boychuk was in there. To be honest, I feel like he edged it out. I watched that fight like 3 times in a row. Like I feel like he edged it out. So I feel like Virgil owe him a run it back. But like I said, man, so many guys up there that everybody should have a fight. Like all them guys should have a fight coming up. Like that's how I fight 140 should be. 140 crazy. They finally Kenneth Sims Jr. back in the mix with the Oscar Duarte fight. I'm just like, he was just one of the guys that's on. I don't know what's up with Big Elvis. He another guy. It's so many guys at certain divisions, and guys be going years without fighting. It's crazy. I'm just like, it's somebody there. You might not can't get a Majimov right now, but it's a Jesus Ramos there. If Boots won, like it's guys there. Might not can't get a Jamel Charlo right now, but it's some guys there. So I'm just happy because I know Boots like to be active too. So I know he want to fight 2-3 times a year. It
now
shouldn't
my
be.
question is this though: Boots got the he got the IBF and the WBA at 147, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So is it can he like I guess petition to fight one of the champions when he go up because he got one of them belts?
With the WBA and WBO, I think it's like that.
Like, so with the IBF and the WBA, it ain't like that.
No, the WBA, he's gonna have to go past a Jesus Ramos. He's gonna have to go past a Ennis Teles. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that guy, Ennis Teles. He's gonna have to go past those guys to get the WBA belt. Teles is the interim champion, so that's an interesting bout as well. Him and Teles, that's a very interesting fight. Teles, Cuban power puncher, decent skills.
on guy. It's the guy who just beat
I think he just beat J-Rock, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
He beat J-Rock. Yeah, he kind of young though. But I mean, hey, listen, anybody at 54 Boots fight, I'm down with it. I think Murder will be his toughest fight because of the size, and but I want to see him get belts because I know he want to be undisputed, and I think he's got the skills to do it, and I know he got the age, he got the desire. That's what I want to see. But as far as just watching a good fight, any of them guys at 54 is a good fight. Them top guys, and I think his toughest is Murder because of the size.
I like all them fights, man. I just hope they make them. That's my biggest thing.
Well, you already stated that, you know, the Eddie Hearn, you know what I'm saying to you, made something come true that no other promoter, even in your big ass America, no other promoter came true, man. We put that man in the Wells Fargo Center. We put that man in the Wells Fargo Center. We put that man in his hometown. Again, how many thousands of people? Allen Iverson, all those people went there to go and see him. Why? Because of Eddie Hearn. Why? Because of Bruce Ennis putting in the work. I told you, man. We made Demetrius Andre. He was over there. He didn't find no one. Boots is not Demetrius Andre. Where's Demetrius Andre now? Where is he now? After he got smoked by Benavidez, where is he? Where?
I don't know.
Anyone know where he is? You seen that guy? Is there APB out for that guy? Man, forget out of him, man. Boots.
Hey, might get one fight next.
Oh no. And whoever Andre fights next, if it's a top 5 guy, no one's putting any money on that guy for him to win because we don't know what you look like after almost 2.5 years out. We're tired of you, man. We're tired of you. We want real fighters. We want big fights. And I want to speak to you about the turkey your turkey Alashish problem, man. Listen, I do agree with you on he can't really dictate how people want to fight and whatnot. I understand where you're coming from. I do. He can't really dictate those situations. But when the man is making big moves, making big investments in the sport boxing, I understand where he's coming from. We don't want to see William Skull type performances. We don't want to see a type of performance Devin Haney putting against Ramirez. I'm fine with it. But when it comes to the other people that want to get involved in the sport boxing, you know they want to see action-packed fights. You understand what I'm saying to you? Anytime Boots is fighting, action-packed fight. You know what I'm saying? Unless he's bringing the fight to you. You understand? So I understand your frustration.
But see, Butch, just the thing though. And this isn't comparable, but it's not comparable as far as fights concerns, but it's comparable as far as situation is concerned. When Pacquiao and Floyd fought, motherfuckers was complaining about that shit. And this is the thing. We say it all the time, and it's a fact. Styles make fights. So we understand that this one fight we had with Devin Haney, he looked like he was gunshot. I'm a Devin Haney fan, and I'm not gonna lie. You can see that he was gunshot, but that was one fight. That was one fight. And for you to come out and make a statement like that because you have money, I think it's irresponsible. And I think it's an abuse of your influence. That's what I'm saying. I don't like that. Because like I was saying to G, young fighters are impressionable. So when you start talking like that, you're going to make guys forego the science and just get in there and brawl it out. Like, no, you can just go get some guys off the street if you want them to do that. And they can just get in there and fight like animals. Like, or just put money in UFC then if you don't like boxing. You're going to get fights like that sometimes. I don't care how much you threaten, how much you sometimes you're going to get fights like that. The man had one fight like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't style sometimes when the guys get in there and they clash. Like, it's just, you can't, like, this is boxing. This is not a movie. You can't script this out. You can't script it out.
Correct.
But what you can do is not put money in the fights. Now, you can do that. You can just say, well, no, I don't want, you know what I'm saying? But I just don't think that's fair. Like, I don't know too much about the guy's skull, but with Devin, I don't think that's fair, man. It's just, bro, listen, they was talking the other night about the running thing. And I said this to G before, and I want to say it again. Boots versus Karen. Devin versus Ramirez. What's the common denominator in those fights with the criticism? And I'm not playing the race card. They both was black. I didn't hear nobody riding Karen about the Boots fight. They kept saying, Boots don't know how to come off the ring. Boots don't know how to. That's what they were saying. Nobody, I didn't hear not one person ride Cameron about running. But Devin get in there and move around. Listen, Devin get in there and move around the whole fight. And the first thing I said was, well, shit, Ramirez got a responsibility to apply his skills of cutting off the ring. But nobody said that. They got on the black fighter about moving. But when the white fighter did it, it was okay. Boots couldn't cut up. Bro, I pay attention. And that's something that I think people miss. It's always the antenna that go up for us to just come and give unwarranted criticism of black fighters all the time. That's not fair, bro.
I agree with you a little bit. I don't think it's black fighters. I think the better fighter gonna get the criticism. So both of them is the better guy. Devin was better than Ramirez and Boots, so they expected more from the better guy. They was expecting Devin to just beat the hell out of Ramirez. Like, you ain't got to run, but he really could have. But like, I agree with you a little bit on that because they do try to like discredit black fighters. But I think it's always gonna be asked more of the better fighter. Just like with just like anybody, it's like if somebody like Tank, if he get hit too much, or Tank defense, Boots get hit too much, it's always gonna be about the better guy. What I will say is with Devin, that was the game plan. Ain't nobody say nothing. Now, I will say this: ain't nobody say nothing about Rolly fighting different. Why? Because he went out there and got the win. He didn't get knocked out, and he was the underdog. Rolly, that ain't how Rolly fight. Everybody know that's the most disciplined Rolly anybody ever seen ever. But he went out there and he stuck to his game plan and he got the dub. That's all Devin had to do is get the dub. I think Turkey Al-Sheikh doing good for boxing, but sometimes his matchmaking be a little bit off. Ramirez being like, I ain't gonna discredit Devin Wynn and say like he a bum or something, but he lost a step. So his ability to try to like chase Devin down, I don't even think a prime Ramirez would have been able to chase Devin down. So maybe somebody like more athletic, Turkey got to start figuring out like how to match these guys up. But I ain't gonna just say it's the race. I feel what you're saying, but I just feel like anytime you're the better guy, they always gonna say you should have did more. Like Boots can knock somebody out in 2 rounds. Like, man, he really had him in the first round. Like, it's gonna always be something for the better guy. That's how it is, bro. It don't matter who it is. Tank knocked Frank Martin out. I get to work. Man, Frank was tagging Tank like hey boy, like come on, bro. Yeah, it don't matter what somebody do. Shakur win. And I, like I say, I told G, the only problem I got with Shakur, I don't even never heard Bud say he gonna stop somebody. But Bud stopped guys. Shakur just say he talk like that. If you talk like that, you gotta be that. Or don't talk like that. You don't hear Steph Curry say, I'm gonna go down here and dunk on. I'm gonna be dunking like Ja tonight. No, he beat Steph. Ja beat Ja. And that's all Shakur gotta do is beat him. Like, you might not win the round. He gotta learn how to talk shit that benefit him, and he'll be better. When he go out there and just go like gorilla and just like, I'm gonna knock him out and forget the fans if they don't like it. Like, no, don't even do that. Like, and that's why I say he gotta get his OGs around, gotta tell him like, no, this type. Or if you gonna be the villain, you gotta be the super villain. You can't be the super villain, then people start treating you like that. Then it's like, nah, I really don't want to be the villain no more. Either you're gonna be the hero or you're gonna be the villain. He just gotta stop talking crazy. Cause like I say, I've watched Bud for a long time. He ain't say he was gonna stop Amir Khan. He ain't say he was gonna stop Earl Spence, but he stopped them guys. But he don't talk about it. He say, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get the win. That's all the core gotta say. I think he give us more expectations of him, like when he say like crazy stuff like, y'all gonna see the best version of me. And like, and now you still not like, okay, that's what I'm expecting. Let's go.
Yo, bro.
Like, and then
Yo, bro.
I hate when he get into his corner because old man been in your corner the whole time. If he say let your hands go, let your hands go. And I know his hands, he got hand from, but that's what I say. I like Shakur. I just be feeling like sometimes he just talk too crazy and just like the performance don't match that. And you can't talk crazy and then like you don't see it. You gotta do somebody how Boots did Sammy Owens if you gonna talk crazy like that. Now he
Hey, bro.
he'd be the guy.
Hey, bro, I don't know if you can hear me. Hey, I was listening to everything you saying. I agree with everything you were saying, bro, except for the whole Shakur John, bro. Because, like, me personally, the whole super villain thing, I think he embraced that shit now, yo. It's to the point where when you watch Shakur, me personally, I think he's the best technical boxer out here. Like, you feel me? Like, I don't know. Everyone has their own perspective on what they want to see in a fighter. But as far as boxing, that's what you look at when you see Shakur. He's a boxer. That he's a master class boxer. And I feel as though no one wants to hear, I'm going to outbox you. So he got to hype it up and say, I'm going to beat you the fuck up. I'm going to knock you out. We know he not knocking niggas the fuck out. We already know that. He got brittle hands, and he going to go the distance with Zepeda. But we can't knock him for the way he talking. You know, boxing is entertainment. You already know that, bro. You know that. And to go back to what you were saying with Terrence Crawford, he did say he was going to knock Earl Spence out. Back in 2018 when they was been supposed to fight. I don't know if you remember that. He said he was going to stop him.
You talking about before the fight got, man? I'm talking about like in a press conference, like he wasn't screaming like he gonna knock him.
He was being humble. Yeah, he was being humble.
That's okay. And I agree with you to some point, but I feel like sometimes sports like kind of whining a little bit, like when he don't get his props. I feel like when you're the villain, you're not gonna get no props, bro. That's how it is to be the villain. It's guys who stayed on the villain side. They're not gonna get no props until they leave. And like when they leave, you're like, man, hey, I respected him because he rumbled everybody. You know, he was the villain. You respected them guys. Like the villain ain't gonna get no props while you in there. While you trying to be the villain, because everybody trying to knock you off. So they gonna hate on you. Like,
I think what Jay was saying that because G said this before, Shakur need to tailor make his shit talking around what he do. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like you gotta. I mean, if you like to talk shit and that's your thing, fine. If you don't, with me, fine. But if you do, you gotta tailor make it around your strong suit. You know what I mean? So if you go in there and say, man, you know what I mean? Because that's what Floyd used to say, man. You can't touch me. I got better skills. You know, like you gotta talk around what you good at. Because when you say, like he said, you're gonna knock somebody out, that's what motherfuckers gonna be looking for. You know what I mean?
But EH,
so, because
no one want to hear.
Huh?
I don't mean to cut you off, but you already know us fans don't want to hear someone say, I'm going to outbox you. People want to hear lies. They sell the fight. You know that.
Well, maybe not saying I'm going to outbox you. He got to say some fancy shit that basically means outbox. He got to come up with they got to hang out with some rappers or something. Find some fly shit.
I'm in disagreement. I'm in disagreement. All he needs to do is keep winning. That means I'm fucking you. That means I'm fucking you up. Winning. That means I'm fucking you up. I'm fucking you up. Winning all the rounds. I'm destroying you mentally. I'm grinding your brain down. You're tired. You're finished. You have no motivation. I'm stealing your soul from your chest. I'm fucking you up. That's what, in my opinion. Like I said, and I don't know if any of you have been in the ring. I know Greg has. I'm not sure about anyone else. I'm sure EH has. I'm not too sure, but to me, in my opinion, there is no such thing as running in the ring. We just don't like the type of style certain other boxers emulate. We don't like it. That's fine. Parnell Whitaker, Nicolo Loche. There's multiple other guys that could continue going on with their defensive tendencies. That's fine. It's boxing. Hit and not get hit. We like what we see from Shakur Stevenson as being a technical boxer as he is. Yes, he does go overboard with saying that he's going to inflict severe damage to his opponent, but he doesn't in the end. What he does is he bags all the rounds and he makes you feel small like this so you can't beat him. All he needs to do is continue winning. Winning is the cure to everything. Obviously, Just Jay, I understand what you're saying. If he goes out and says, oh yeah, I'm going to knock you out, what not, people are looking behind that thinking, this is what I'm expecting. Okay, cool. Say if he goes out and fights and dies on his shield, God forbid. When I say die on his shield, he goes out like a Wilder or some sort, or Errol Spence. Then what?
Bro, I agree with you a little bit. Look, you were just talking about Eddie Hearn, right? If Eddie Hearn kept telling Boots, I'm gonna get you the big fight, and then Boots fight somebody that's not, I'm gonna get you the big fight. Eventually, you're gonna start like, man, and he just always say this, and he don't deliver. So for Shakur to say that, bro, sometimes he gotta deliver an action-packed fight. You just can't keep. So I agree with you. I'm not telling him to go out there and be reckless and get clipped. Like, no, I'm not saying that, bro. I'm saying like he gotta start saying the right stuff. You can't say you're gonna knock guys out and then not try to knock them out and then be like, well, because like all of us always agree, his hands ain't gonna allow him to be the type of fighter he want to be. But he's smart as hell. I don't take nothing from Shakur except like when he talk crazy. I bet on Shakur, so I know he gonna win. It's just when he get to talking too crazy, just like Africa tomorrow. You can't say you gonna outdo Devin Haney and get in there and be bitching them all. I don't want to see it because
Yeah.
you
So Jay, was you satisfied with Shakur's performance against Josh Padley?
yeah, because
Yeah, I was.
I thought he was just banking rounds for real. I thought he was banking rounds. Like I said, when I watched it back, I seen him shake his hand like at least 2-3 times. I'm just like the hands ain't holding up, but he started going to the body and just broke him down. Like I know Shakur smart, and he over there. I think that's the perfect. If he gonna go over there and knock them guys out, that's a perfect place to be the villain. But he gonna have to like fully embrace it. So like I said, I get what Bo's saying. Like I ain't gonna say go in there and get knocked out. And then like I would never tell them guys to go in there like forget your defense. Just go. I'm just saying don't say that. And Eddie who gonna try to go get Shakur. Them gonna be the best guys where he can like inflict guys that's gonna try to go get him. He need his even though like Pitbull Cruz ducked him, but he need his version of those type of guys that's gonna try to go get him. Yeah, go get the Mexican boys who gonna go try to get him, man. I fight his fights will look a lot better.
I was satisfied with that performance, though. He got to stop it, bro. I can't. I'm not gonna. I can't. I don't have no criticism when you get a stoppage, even if you have a rough fight. That's just like this past weekend, the fucking Wardley fight, man. Listen, for a motherfucker to be outboxing you and shit like that, and you just, you know what I mean? Like you stay in it and you knock a motherfucker out, man. I ain't saying a motherfucker can't improve because you should always be trying to improve. But sometimes if you get in there with a motherfucker that's just better than you, but you still find a way to land that punch, hats
Hey
off.
Jay,
Because some motherfuckers quit. That's why, just like you were saying about Devin, like Devin was rumbling this nigga that was overweight and on drugs and got knocked down and kept getting up rumbling, man. Ain't nobody. And really, when I scored that shit was close.
Yeah.
I had that fight close, man. In my opinion, even with the knockdowns, that shit could have went either way. Because outside of that, Devin was winning them fucking rounds. Like he ain't, and that's why for me, coming back and just like fucking, I'm gonna get the win so I can get the rematch with this motherfucker and really show what it is. I'm not mad at him fighting that way. I'm not mad at that, bro. That was one fucking fight, bro. I'm not. It wasn't to me. It just, I felt like it shouldn't have garnered all of that criticism. Like we gonna critique fights and we gonna say certain shit, but it's just like to me that shit had went a little bit too far, and I'm like, whoa. And then the guy that he was trying to get the rematch with, fucking man, that motherfucker laid a big ass turd, and we know why.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I just like boxing in general. Got to stop disrespecting guys, bro. Always planning these rematches before guys fight. The Caleb Plant Jamal was already finna happen. The Devin round, like they got to stop disrespecting guys. Just imagine like somebody already counting you out, like that you already been counted out. You gonna go in there after mess it. Rolly mess some plans up. Resendez mess some plans. They got to stop doing that, bro. Stop scheduling these fights. Say that whoever win, they gonna fight next. Don't or jump right into the rematch. Don't try to, cause like every time they do that, bro, it's something happen, bro. Every time they say if them two win, then they gonna fight. I remember it was like that. What's my man? Dang, cause I don't even want to discredit him, cause I like how he fight. Rashidi Ellis. He's supposed to be getting that boost fight until he lost to Villa. They gotta stop doing that, bro. You be disrespecting guys. Like, all right, I got this other bag over here. Let me grab. And then you go in there and you ain't on your game. He thought he finna stop Rolly. Rolly say, come here. Like, I'm not going for it.
hey
Just
Jay,
Jay,
hey,
hey, Just
hey,
Jay,
hey,
man, hey, Just Jay.
hey,
You need to obviously. I know you do understand, but I'm talking like happy, like I'm just talking third person, obviously. You need to understand that this is boxing, man. People are hungry, man. Resendez said, "Fuck your plans. I don't care." Rolly said, "Fuck you, Devin. You lot just looking Devin Haney. Oh no. Fuck that shit. You understand what I'm
And
saying to you? It's just
you, you,
this
you
is how
said
it goes, man. This is but
I
like look.
said it, bro. I just said that. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I say they gotta stop disrespecting guys. That's what I'm talking
Okay,
about. The
okay.
role,
No, sorry. Yes,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, they gotta stop this. How you gonna plan the fight and we ain't even get done fighting yet? Like, that's crazy, bro. That's disrespectful to the guys who finna go in there and fight. So that's what I was saying. My fault,
That's
King.
my that's my bad. Just yeah, I was reversing. I heard in reverse what you said in it. So my apologies. You were saying you was agreeing with what I was agreeing with what you were saying originally. But like you said in it, like I said, this is not scripted. We can't. This is not no script. They try and write out the script like it's WWE. This is not wrestling. You know what I'm saying to you? This is real boxing. Anything happening in the night. Look, for example. no one's really giving Kambosos a real chance in that Richard Hitchens fight. Nobody, because we saw what Lomachenko did to him. We saw what Devin Haney did to him twice. Richard Hitchens and Devin Haney, they have the same type of, style, boxer type style. You know what I'm saying to you? No one's really giving Kambosos a chance. If he comes in there and he is the better man on that night, then doors open again for Kambosos. You understand what I'm saying to you? And then we have a new player again at 140. Maybe Teofimo Lopez will fight Cambosos. We don't know. We have no idea. This is why I love the sport, because we have no fucking idea what's going to happen. We have an idea, a great idea, but we don't really know what's going to happen.
Oh, my other man too, Daniel Dubois. He stopped. Like, hold up, yeah, y'all was talking about putting somebody else in this fight. Hold on, AJ. No, I'm trying to get. And he threw his name right back in the mix. I love boxing for that, bro, because I feel like y'all gotta stop. They gotta stop disrespecting guys planning fights ahead. No, but hey, Dave, you to say something, bro?
No, you good, bro. I'm listening to the convo. So basically, I just want to get back to the Shakur joint, bro, because the whole Zepeda joint, I feel as though Zepeda gonna bring the best out of him. Because the only reason I'm saying that, because Zepeda throws so many damn punches, bro. He kind of remind me of a more put together Madonna. You feel me? Madonna used to throw so many damn punches, bro, to the point where I want to see if Shakur's going to be able to avoid in, like, basically, like, exchange like Tevin did. You feel me? And that's going to say a lot. We don't see Shakur exchange a lot. You feel me? So I want to see that. I feel as though that's going to be a big test to me. I want to get your opinion on that.
Nah, and that's, bro, to be honest, that's what I want to see. I want to see the best out of Shakur. Like, bro, I don't be one like I said. That's not what I'm ready to do. Because I respect all the guys. I go watch. I go.
Noise. Can't really hear you.
My bad,
fault.
bro. You good.
I travel out of town. I go see these fights, and I don't be wanting to disrespect no guys. All I be saying for real, bro, is like I just don't be want him to talk like that. But this is the perfect opponent for him, bro. For real, like this is the guy. If anybody, unless like I tell people, Pacquiao ain't throw all them punches with Floyd. Zepeda might not go in there and throw all them punches, bro. He might not go in there. But if the fight ain't action packed, they gonna blame Shakur for it. He gonna get the blame for like, nah, Shakur he ain't do what he's supposed to do.
Hey, Jay, listen, Jay, this what I don't want to happen. When Shakur make this shit look easy, I don't want nobody to take the fucking shine away from him, bro. This is the fight. This is the fight where they supposed to be like, yeah. I'm telling you, bro, and I feel like that's what's gonna happen. Shakur gonna make this shit
But
look
can
easy.
I ask you why you feel that way, considering that a lot of people don't really know who the fuck Zepeda is?
Jeez.
I mean, for those who don't know
Yow.
who Zepeda is, I mean, I don't mean to be, sarcastic, but that's your damn fault. You don't know who Zepeda is.
No, I'm
You know
with,
what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say less. That's what you're supposed. That's what, like, if I'm you, that's what I'm supposed to say. Because I know, we watched the fucking fights.
Right.
Point being, but I'm talking about, I'm
talking
talking about to the average guy, like, because I got cousins and shit like this who don't watch boxing, but they watch ESPN, and when they see Top Rank Boxing on ESPN, they be like, oh, Navarrete, I know who the fuck that guy is, or they know who the fuck Abdullah Mason is right now, or they know who the fuck you see what I'm saying? So it's like, when we see him put hands on hoods on a Zepeda, and the motherfucker don't really know who the fuck a Zepeda is.
See, the thing is, the problem with casual fans is not that they casual fans, they just only check certain media outlets for boxing. Yep. That's what the problem is, because at this point, boxing is everywhere. You can go on YouTube and watch live fights. So there shouldn't be no reason, even if you're checking for it casually, you can go on it. That's just like if my man say something about something somebody did in the game or something, a fantastic dunk or some shit. I know I probably can go on YouTube and find it. Motherfucker make a hell of a catch. I know I can go on YouTube, like, so even casually. So that's why sometimes when, one of the star fighters is fighting somebody as boxing fans, we know, but they don't know. Shit, I don't know what to tell you. But can I
EH though, but when you just said something right there though. You just said that even the casual fans, they go to YouTube and it sounds like you saying they're looking for highlights. When we think of that nigga Shakur Stevenson, because we don't think of him as a highlight reel fighter. Like if you look at You see what I'm saying? Like you can't name too many one punch knockouts that Cuz got, or you can't name too many. You see what I'm saying? Like his highlight reel
No,
would be it'll
I'm
be a
just talking about
masterclass of
checking for
defense and
boxing.
shit like that, but it wouldn't like entice the casual fan to check out his highlight reel. You know
No, but I'm just talking about checking for boxing. I'm not
okay,
saying looking for
okay,
highlights
okay.
because
No,
this
okay.
is the thing. This the
No, I
other
get what
thing
you saying.
too.
You talking about like checking the boxing schedule and shit like that for motherfucker looking to see what fights.
No,
Yeah,
but just
okay,
checking for
okay,
boxing, just checking for boxing in general. Because
yeah.
this is the thing, you know, and I heard the boy CYP say this shit years ago. Like, people who come to boxing, in most cases, unless you're a fighter or a trainer, as fans, when you come to boxing, it was somebody that you liked, or somebody that your dad or your uncle or your grandpa liked, and it got you into the sport. So the individuals that are in the sport, they do bring people to the sport as individuals. So now once you get into the sport, then you're going to start watching other shit because you want to find out about the sport. In the day with us having all of these media outlets, even when somebody get into the sport because they like Tank. All right, cool. You like Tank. Are you checking for boxing normally? Like if you just see something on and it say it's boxing on, you'll say, "Let me check this out." Because that's what I do as a casual fan of basketball. I'm not really a casual fan of football, but if my homie call me and be like, "Yo, so-and-so made a catch" or something like that, I'll go and look and be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, like, just like even with casual fans, sometimes when they ask you questions, you know what I'm saying, like about certain shit, it's just like, all right, motherfucker, you don't know. You just don't know. I don't know what to fucking tell you. You know what I'm saying?
But like my thing is like if a casual fan come up to you and ask you, because like damn, I know, like, because it's like, all right, I put you like this, like at my job, a lot of everybody at my job know that I'm the boxing guy. Like motherfucker be like, you talk. I don't watch football. I watch the Green Bay Packers. Is what I tell niggas all the time. I don't watch football. I watch the Green Bay Packers. You see me?
Right.
But when it comes to boxing, I'm watching George Litter in the UK. I'm watching Sean and Sam Noakes in the UK. I'm watching Alois Jr. in the I'm watching I'm watching obscure shit when it comes to this boxing shit. But when it comes to like, so guys come to me like, damn, I know you the boxing guy. Like, oh, what's coming up this week? Like, who should I be on the, like, who should I be? I ain't gonna bullshit. If I tell you Shakur Stevenson is a guy and they go to look up his look up his highlights, he don't got highlights like a Tank got. Or he don't got highlights like a motherfucking like even if I put a nigga on B-Vol is an obscure character in boxing. But if I tell a casual to go check out B-Vol, they be like, damn, the shit that he doing, that look like boxing though. You see what I'm saying? Shakur shit don't necessarily always look like boxing, but it don't look like fighting. That's the difference. It look like boxing, but it don't look like fighting. Motherfuckers like to see fights. They don't call the local B-Dubs or the local Dave and Buster's and ask, oh, what's the
He's
next
not making
boxing?
it look like a fight, bro.
No, but listen, don't nobody call B-Dubs and say, what's the next boxing match? They say, what's the fight that y'all showing tonight? You see what I'm saying? Shakur is a boxer. He's not necessarily a fighter. You see me, motherfuckers looking. You see what I'm saying? It's hard to get behind that type of shit.
I see what you're saying, bro. I see exactly where you're coming from, and that's why I was saying earlier, it's like really different fighters, bro. Because like when Gervonta say he gonna knock someone out or whatever the case may be, or people know Gervonta, niggas looking for a knockout. If it's not a knockout, niggas not satisfied. You feel me? With Shakur, it's surprising to see a stoppage or a knockout because the style fighter he is. You feel me? So I definitely understand where you're coming from. But as far as the highlights go, defense, that's a part of boxing. Floyd, when people look at Floyd, they see a lot of defense despite the counterpunching. Don't get me wrong. But on the back end of his career, you see a lot of defense. And to be honest with you, me personally, I love his defense more than his offense because it's just as good, if that makes sense. So that's why I'm saying it depends on what you want to see, bro. You feel me? So it's hard to explain it to a casual fan because casuals just want to see knockouts.
It make a lot of sense. It's just like, but it's crazy because like, and I hear, because what is defense win championships, offense win games, and I hear you, but it's like, even in like basketball or football, if I'm telling the casual to come check into my sport, you wouldn't tell a motherfucker to tune in to the 2000 Ravens when they holding the team to 9 points. You want to tell them to watch the Patrick Mahomes, nigga. They about to score 40. You want to watch the motherfucker run the score? You see me? It's like in boxing. I get it. I want to see them. I want to see action fighters. I want to see guys who in there swing and bang. You see me? That's all.
But see, Trees, this is the one thing though with boxing, and it's something that you just gotta accept it or reject it. Boxing is an acquired taste. It just is. It is what that's why it's a niche sport. Everybody's not going to be able to appreciate every style in boxing. They're just not. Like that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, for the casual fans, you know, a lot of times, especially nowadays, and this is what is affecting a lot of the young fighters, if they're not that knockout puncher like a Deontay Wilder or Gervonta Davis, like if they don't have that type of knockout power, they try to get into other things to build up their profile. And this is where a lot of time guys get distracted from the actual craft. So they out doing other shit, partying and doing videos, whatever goofy shit they doing, or trying to find some girl that's popular so they can, like, you know what I mean? It starts to get real, you know, it shit starts to get real funny, man. And that's like, you can't be that way. Unfortunately, you can't be that way when you're a fighter. You can fuck up a little bit when you're a fucking basketball player because you're not at the. It's not as.
But that's my thing. But that's my thing.
dangerous.
That's my thing. though. I feel like you can do outlaw shit and outlandish shit when you're a fighter. You can't do that shit when you're a boxer. You get what I'm saying? It's different.
No. What I'm talking about is when I'm talking about doing outlandish shit. What I'm saying is whatever you do that's outside of training, to me, is a distraction. You got your anomalies like Floyd Mayweather, who was able to do all of that shit. But as a fighter, you got to be more focused than any other athlete because you risking your fucking life every time you go in that ring. Like that shit is different, man. You can't be getting distracted with a whole bunch of other bullshit. And because guys are under the this is the thing for me. I don't know if people ever looked up the definition of what a promoter is. We trying to put the onus on the fighter to be a promoter. That's not his job is to fight. It's not but because of the Floyd Mayweather era, everybody think they gotta buy a bunch of jewelry, show you their cars, be out at every party. Bro, that shit it's not gonna work, man. It's not. You're not gonna reach the height of where you're supposed to be if you're trying to do all that shit. You wonder why Bud a fucking killer? Cause that nigga always in the house sharpening up his knife and out in the fucking woods practicing. That's why he stayed in killer mode. Bud ain't start doing a lot of talking and partying and having fun till now, and that's why I know he get ready to close the door on his career.
I
know he get ready to close the door on his career because his whole career he was a fucking killer, bro.
When I'm hearing you say that, is one guy that I hope everybody looking at. It's this guy named Derek Scooter Davis. I hope you guys is paying attention to him. Derek Davis. We fucking with him the long way. That guy, he got the vision. He got it. He knocked this shit loose. He going to people's body. He going to people's head. And the way that he talking, he see it. I like him. I liked him a lot.
What's his name?
Derek Davis. Scooter Davis.
Oh, Scooter.
Yeah. He just fought on the. We fucking with him. We fucking with him the long way. The long way. He's the next one up. I ain't gonna lie. I'm putting all my my chips on you feel me on that deck. I'm fucking with him.
Scooter, what division? What division he in?
35.
He ain't 35. So you putting all your chips on Scooter Davis. You ain't putting all your chips on Abdullah Mason, Cleveland, Ohio.
Come on, whoa. You know this the Midwest Mafia gang. I'm in Toledo, Ohio. You know that the moment that Abdullah Mason go to Cleveland and we had that home, you see what I said? We have that hometown fight. That's only 2 hours and some change away. I'll be there. Of course we would come on. That's like it's certain shit that I don't gotta say it. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Okay, all right. I'm just checking.
Bro. I'm talking about a guy that nobody else is talking about. Derek Davis. He's a guy that we need to be keeping our Scooter Davis. He's a guy, bro. I'm telling you, he punching. He got
we talk about Scooter over here. We talk about Scooter on GHBTV.
Are we talking about Asles Iglesias at 168? El Tornado? Are we talking about him?
I don't even know who that is.
I'm gonna do you a favor. You go ahead and look up this guy named Asles Iglesias, El Tornado. at 168. He's a Cuban fighter. You feel me? Who he what they call it? He defected. You feel me? But my guy, he's the guy that David Morrell running from. David Morrell niggas they gonna try to say that he went up to 175 for David Benavidez. No, he went up to 175 to avoid Asles Iglesias, El Tornado. You hear me?
Is that the boy that fought on Top Rank not too long ago?
Yeah, we fight.
Okay.
Eye of the Tiger Promotions. He fuck with them
Yeah.
at Aegon Sports. You feel me?
I've seen it.
Iglesias,
I've
El
seen it, but I
Tornado. We gonna
can't
say it
recall it.
again.
I've
Fuck with
seen it,
him.
but I can't recall it. I haven't seen him that much though.
He's nice. I know we need to see him more. I want to see him get a Christian and Billy fight. I think he'd beat him Billy, but motherfucker call me nutty.
I'm not big on Billy. I ain't big
me neither. Me neither. That's why I think my guy will beat him.
What you guys say about that, Butch?
Iglesias, yeah, I'm very familiar with Iglesias. I've been on him for a little while now, man. Iglesias, big, strong, big ass guy for the division. I want to see him in there more to Pacheco. I want to see him in there back to Bully. I think he knocks all of them guys out. He's a legit 68 pounder. He could even be a legit 75 pounder. Obviously, he's a bit robotic, but it's a fact that he's just big brute force, one knockout punch power. He could have had knockout of the year as well last year. He made some guy shiver and shake.
Shivering.
On the floor.
You seen him do the juke? You seen him do the juke, bud?
Yeah, and I think he's fighting Sulecki next. I think he's fighting Sulecki next. No, it's not him. It's not him. He's fighting. Who's Iglesias fighting next? He's fighting
I don't
someone.
think he got one lined up, motherfuckers.
Yeah,
they ducking and dodging my fighter. That's what I'm saying, cuz they ducking and dodging my fighter.
No, he does. He's fighting someone next.
Okay.
How many fights he got?
He got like what 12, 13, something like that. Around that. It's like in the teens, nothing crazy. He ain't got like extensive fights or no shit like that. He might fuck around have 11. It's like he like the Imam Katayev type of nigga. But at 168 type shit. Yeah.
How many fights have you seen of his?
I done seen about 4 of his fights. But I watched him. I was watching him in like, you know, I fuck with them amateurs. I'm like, it's like college basketball. I fuck with college sports more than I fuck with professional sports. Like my dream job is to be an athletic director. So I watch like you see what I'm saying? So like these guys in the amateurs, like a guy like from Teaneck, New Jersey, Malachi Georges. Look out for him. Boxing motherfuckers' ears off. Look out for him. I just told you about that. That's a gem. Hold that tight. Hold that close. From Teaneck, New Jersey. Malachi Georges. Put hands and hooves on niggas in the amateurs. Very good. Shit like this. You see me?
Where you follow the amateurs at?
USAboxing.com, because when they got tournaments, and I pull up the amateur shows in my city. I'm in the Midwest, bro. It's like it get cold here. Like you might be in Florida or you might be in Texas or wherever the fuck you at. Or I feel like you in Philly, you said, right? You in Philly, huh?
No, I'm from Philly. I'm in Dallas now, though.
Oh, see, bingo. My point exactly. You always got good weather because y'all football programs go crazy. But we up here in Ohio, it get cold. We got to retreat indoors. Therefore, we do boxing. Therefore, we do wrestling. Therefore, you see what I'm saying? We do basketball. You see what I'm saying? Indoor sports are key up here. It get cold in the bitch, cuz. Yeah.
No, I'm saying, like, what media outlets do you be following amateur boxing?
I am the media outlet, but I don't got a channel. Tim Boski know what the fuck going on, nigga. New West End Management. If you want to, Toledo _Treese, nigga, ain't no channel, nigga. I am the channel, nigga. If you want to hear about a fighter, you fuck with us. Or you fuck with Ohio Runs Boxing on Instagram. We fuck with him the long way. That's who you fuck with Toledo _Treese, or you fuck with Ohio Runs Boxing or Ennis. It's that simple. Us two guys, we talk this Midwest Ohio boxing from here to Indiana to Michigan to Minnesota, nigga. We talk Midwest boxing around yonder. Shout out to my.
But you just mentioned the fighter from New Jersey, so I'm thinking wait, are you watching them fight? Like, I mean, you can't be flying or going to every
single fight. All over the gaff, man. Cheese is all over the gaff, man.
Huh?
Cheese is global. Cheese is global, man. He goes everywhere.
No, but what I'm saying is, I'm thinking conventional wisdom tells me when you following fighters, when you following sports, whatever, like it's a media outlet that you can go to find out about who's fighting, where they fighting, and actually watch it. Like I'm thinking I might be missing something. Like I don't know, is it a YouTube channel or certain media outlet that covers like amateur fights where you can watch the amateur? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, no. Treese is just freelancing. EH, man. He just freelancing. He's saying that he's gonna get into doing that. He's gonna get into doing that. He's not doing that at the moment. He's not doing it at the moment. He's in process. He's in the progress of that. He's progressing of doing that, isn't it?
Because like the only time that I'll be hearing about amateurs that I don't know is like I come to GHB TV or I'm listening to YSM, or it's a guy down in Texas. I think it's called Texas Boxing something. Like he'll be talking about amateur fighters that's coming up in the area. You know what I'm saying? So you'll hear about fighters and be like, oh, okay, I know to look out for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the way Treese was saying it, like I was under the impression that he had some type of streaming service or something where he watching amateur fights.
No, he just tapped in. Like he just tapped in on there. Hey, Timbosi, before I jumped off her, man, I want to ask you something about Conor Benn. Where should he land? Where should he go before when I know he ain't no 60 pounder, so he probably gonna go back down to 47 or 54. There's a lot of smoke at 54. He can get in the mix. What you think?
Well, Conor Benn, he obviously he was in talks of rematching Chris Eubanks. I'm not too sure what his next move on that is, but if he doesn't, what I would like him to do is I would like him to campaign at 147 or 154, whatever he feels comfortable at doing. I don't mind. He hasn't fought 147 for a couple years now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if his body can just dilute back down to 147.
He can't.
Yeah, well, we don't know. We have no idea. You know what I'm saying to you? We don't know, Trees. We have to wait and find out. You know what I'm saying to you? That's what the action-packed fights. That's what they're made for. There's bare, like my man just said, just Jay. There's bare beautiful fights for him down there at 154. You know what I'm saying to you? He can get any smoke with any of them guys. He can get in there, Boots, Virgil, any of them guys in there at 154. It doesn't matter.
Can I ask my man a question before he go real quick? You just asked about real quick.
What's
If
up?
Earl Spence decide to go to the UK and fuck with a Conor Benn, what you think about that, gang?
I ain't mad at it. I just like Conor Benn been a little active. Like I say, I would rather for real, me since Keith been on for a while. He had that Brock Jarvis fight, but I'd rather him fight Keith. But like I wouldn't be mad at a Conor Benn. I just feel like, do he want to take a Conor Benn after being off this long? Like I ain't saying people make excuses. I just don't want like him just to rush back into it. I'd rather him take, I wouldn't say a salsa touch, take another guy who been off, or like somebody like that. Like just don't rush back in there. Conor Benn
So
was.
I gotta ask you, but I gotta. All right, so not see bingo. Then that bingo, we got action.
What's up,
Conor? You do realize Conor Benn lost the fight, right?
Yeah, I know that, but I'm just saying.
Right, so no. So listen, no. So listen.
So,
Right. So I'm asking if we gonna pick. I got you. If we gonna pick a softer touch, quote unquote, but Conor Benn is the one coming off. We picking the guy off a loss. If we don't pick Conor Benn, what's the softer touch than a guy coming off a loss to you? Who should he pick?
A guy who's been inactive like how he have. I ain't saying like assault. Like if he want to challenge himself and fight Conor Benn, I'm just saying fight a guy who's not been as active as Conor Benn. Like get back in the mix. Like I be feeling like guys be wanting to show like they that guy. And like I don't need no tune-up fight. Like I don't need to get back in there. And he still got to get back in there and feel that hot shit coming and be able to get out the way of it and throw his shit. So like that's what I'm saying. Like, do he want to get back in there with a guy who just fought recently? Like I don't know about this. So like I ain't trying to make no excuse for him, but like it's man. Boxing.
Do you think that they no? And I'm with you. And I'm with you, right? Because you making sense like a motherfucker. I'm with you when you're right. Do you think, considering guys coming off a long quote unquote layoff, do you think that they would ever make Earl Spence versus Jermell Charlo?
Nah, I think they too cool for that. Even though they be like acting like they beefing, I still think they too cool for that. Like unless like is Jermell still with Derrick James?
As far as I know,
that I don't know about that.
As far as I know, I ain't heard nothing different.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Like I say, it's guys out there for them to fight. I don't know, man. People like to judge these fights like a guy can come off an injury or come off a 2-year layoff and y'all try to just throw him like right back in the mix. I just feel like that's hard to do in any sport.
But see, Jay, it's two things with that. One, and this is out of his own mouth, Earl said he don't take tune-ups, which I disagree with. That's one. But then two, Earl is used to a certain pay grade. He can't just come back and fight anybody. It has to be somebody where they're gonna pay for a fight, and Earl's going to be able to, Earl is going to have to take a fight that he's satisfied what he's getting paid for. You know what I mean? And who's ever putting on a fight is going to be willing to put the money up.
That's my thing.
And I don't know how the money shit go. I don't know how it would be between him and Keith or him and Conor. I'm not sure, but it will have to meet what he wants.
Yeah, that's why I think he'd take one of them fights, because of like you say, the money. I get what he's saying about the fight side, because he want his guy to shake back. You feel me? Get right, get tight. I'm with the shit. It all makes sense. But I think my guy thinking about that bag too.
Yeah, so I definitely think I think he got to take the Turkey Al-Sheikh route. Rolly won. Like, don't get me wrong, he won. But they was looking at that as a tune-up for Ryan. They didn't look at that as a guy who could possibly beat Ryan. They looked at that, and he got 20 M's to fight Rolly.
So what you want, Spence? So you want Spence versus Madrimov then is what you want, huh?
No, I'm pretty sure Spence. Spence say something like, "Let me shake back." Like, I'm not saying like he'll get. So
you want the Madrimov fight? He came off the 2 L's. He went to 2 L's. He lost to Bud. He lost to Virgil. You want the Matt? If you don't say, fuck. No, Madrimov. Who you want for him to shake back with? Like, fucking hell.
I still feel like Madrimov in the mix. Like, he's not.
Think what the fuck? You think Madrimov would beat him? When I hear that, you think Madrimov would beat him?
Like, is Madrimov a guy who's just like gonna fight?
Yes, bro. Madrimov with no motherfucking body. Listen to me, bro. Let me ask you, like, in all sincerity. See, this the shit that get me going. This the shit that get me going in boxing, bro. This the shit, bro. We doing that shit again. Did you even think about, or like, was Madrimov in your animatrix before that nigga fought Bud, nigga? Was he even in your animatrix, nigga?
Bro, I totally agree with you, but who have Madrimov? And that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying, gang. Why can't Earl beat that nigga then? The biggest fights that he been in, he done lost.
Bro, I get what you're saying, bro. But it's no different between Madrimov and the Conor Ben. Madrimov actually fought tougher fighters than Conor Ben recently. So he been in the mix recently fighting tougher competition. I'd rather him fight Ben before he fight Madrimov.
I'm not going. I'm not going. The Madrimov name, I feel like the Conor Ben fighter making more money, but the Madrimov should be like more like it'd be like at least motherfuckers would be like, oh, okay. Like say he go in there and stop Madrimov, niggas would be like, even Bud didn't stop Madrimov. Maybe Spencer's back. You get what I'm saying?
You're right about that, but will he take a Madrimov coming back?
Why not? That's what I'm saying. I just watched the nigga lose twice. Why not take him? That's what I'm saying. Cause why not?
Would they pay Earl what he want for that fight?
Why not? He been in the ring with Virgil. He been in the ring with Bud. Y'all telling me that y'all want me to fight both of them guys? Why the fuck?
I'm talking about the people that's gonna pay the money. Would they pay for it?
Nigga, I had casuals. Nigga, my little cousin just watched the nigga. He don't know shit about Madrimov, but he watched him get beat by Bud. He don't know shit about Madrimov, but he watched him get beat by Virgil.
You talking about the fans and
that's what I'm saying. But listen. You just said the people who got to pay to watch the fight, because the fans is the people who pay to watch the fight. Bro.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Because see, boxing, bro. Listen, the money that gets spent on boxing is not based on how we look at matching up fights. It's a whole lot of variables that go into that shit. Madrimov.
All I'm saying is these guys is telling me that Turkey Al-Sheikh
he wants. See, are they gonna pay Earl what he wants? You talking about a unified?
That's what I was about. I was just about to cover the base. I was just about to cover the bases.
That was in an undisputed fight. You know what I'm saying? He probably was like one of the third or fourth highest paid boxers. selling out arenas. Bro, Earl used to
I
get a
was
certain
just
amount
about to
of
cover
money.
the
I don't
bases.
know if Magic Marv is the dance partner that's gonna bring you that bag where Turkey or Eddie or whoever going or PBC, whatever they gonna be. Like you got, I don't
But
know, bro. He might make more money
listen.
fighting Jake
If Turkey
Paul or
Alley
some
Sheik,
shit.
if Turkey Alley Sheik put these guys on the card, because we know how Turkey Alley Sheik been quote unquote trying to build fights. Or I put him in here with this guy, he win that fight, then they fight, whatever the fuck. But guys ain't been getting the job done. All I'm saying is,
If Turkey just want to throw the money at him, yeah, he can do that. If he just want to throw the money at Earl just to get Earl back in the ring, yeah, he could possibly do that. But I think he would get paid more fighting a Rolly or Ryan just because of the names.
Trees, now that I think about it, bro, you might have just set up a showdown in Texas. You're right. Give him Majimov. Because if he beat Majimov, him and Virgil going to get a big payday. See, that could be the next fight. I was just saying, bro, maybe a Keith Thurman. Because Keith fought one time since Earl fought Bud. So that's what I was going off of. Like, he ain't really been fighting. So, like, give him somebody who ain't been as active as him and, like, let him work his way back. But you're right. If he beat Majimov, he back in the mix. So, and him and Virgil will sell out Texas. I don't know if Turkey she gonna try to keep it in solid, but that'll be a crazy fight in Texas.
But Jay, we don't know what Earl's number is. Earl might tell the money people, this is my number, and they might be like, Majimov, you and Majimov ain't worth that. That's when I mean, I'm not saying that.
Listen to me. You got to hear me out. Listen to me. Listen to me. Y'all do realize that the Earl ain't nobody gonna be watching that Bud versus Canelo fight more closely than Earl's fucking Spence. Do you hear me? The moment if Bud Crawford beats Canelo, Earl Spence number just went the fuck up. Oh shit, because niggas do realize that Bud Crawford got the Canelo fight because of fucking Earl Spence. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Everybody, if Earl Spence had to beat Bud Crawford, niggas was talking about Spence versus Canelo at Cowboy Stadium at AT&T Stadium in Texas. They're talking about Spence and Canelo.
I remember that. I remember that.
And that's my point, nigga. Bud beat fuck out Spence. So therefore, nigga, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. I took your fight because I got you. Now I got Canelo. Now, if Bud beats Canelo, ain't no way that Earl Spence value don't go up, nigga. I didn't lose to Bud, nigga. I lost to the greatest fighter in our generation. I lost to the guy who beat Canelo. I lost to the guy who, you see what I'm saying? I lost to a 3-time lineal champion. I didn't just lose to Bud Crawford. You see what I'm saying? I lost to a legend.
And that's why, like you right about. That's why I said the big fight Earl should be worried about is that Virgil Ortiz. Virgil kind of based out of Texas. Like his big fight's been in Texas, so that's the next big fight.
Exactly.
After he took a loss, right? If he go beat Magic Mom and do it more impressively than Bud did, and then fight Virgil who fought Magic Mom too, you're right. That could be the big fight. I'm just saying, like, I don't know, but I don't be putting that expectation on guys to get right in the mix with like a main guy, but. Like you said, what's the money?
That's what that's what I'm saying. Madrimov not really. He's like a man. He's not a main guy. He's a name guy. He's been in the ring with. He's been in the ring. Like I say, his 2 biggest fights because he lost, bro. It ain't like he's like. Don't nobody consider because they ain't like he ain't like. Who the fuck is he before he fought Bud and before he fought Virgil? Because wasn't nobody thinking about the nigga. He was a belt holder, not a champion. The nigga had a belt that Bud was supposed to go and take. You see what I'm saying? Like that nigga ain't. Spence can beat him. Fuck. Spence go beat that nigga. You beat him, nigga. We up now. That's all I'm saying, bro. Like I fuck with Spence. I want my fighter in this bitch. We ain't here.
No, I fuck with Spence too. Shit, he only lost 1 fucking fight. God damn. Like,
and that's what they be trying to throw my nigga away because they try to do my nigga awful, bro. I'm not with this shit.
Fuck no. I ain't hell no.
I'm not with it.
I was so glad that Daniel Dubois shook back. Cause I thought Daniel Dubois was gonna beat Joe Joyce. I thought Daniel Dubois was gonna beat Joe Joyce, bro. And that's what really put Joe Joyce on my radar. Like I knew who he was, but when they was like Joe Joyce, and I was like, oh yeah, Daniel Dubois, bro. I was so glad he shook back, yo. I fuck with Daniel Dubois. I'm glad he getting all his motherfucking shine. Plus, I thought he won that fight. I thought that was a clean body shot.
You think Dubois gonna win the second? You think he gonna win the July 19th? That's a big day. That's a big day, bro. We got a whole lot of boxing.
Yeah, we got Bam, them, and damn, who else fighting on this? Bam, it's Dubois.
Oh, that's the Pacquiao. That's the Pacquiao and Barrios.
Pacquiao Bar. Yeah.
Like I say, Pacquiao gonna beat him. By the way, if it nobody.
Yeah, you said that shit earlier. I don't know. Both of them motherfuckers is fucking trash right now. Anyway, they trash right now. He old Barrios. Like I don't know. Barrios been in a lot of wars though. Barrios been in a lot of fucking.
His last fight was a draw, and he got put on his pockets, bro. I'm not picking.
Yeah, he been in a lot. I think Barrios might just be. He might be done, man.
Pacquiao,
That's my guy. I fuck with Barrios,
fuck
man. I like Barrios, man. I like Barrios. Barrios is a fighter, man. But I think he might be I think he might be a little burnt out, man.
I want Pacquiao to punch him up, man. We need Pacquiao in there. You know what I'm saying? Pacquiao said he wants Tank next.
See, the thing with the Tank thing, and I think we was talking about this the other night, I don't see where the weight is going to be. Like, people saying Tank will go up to 147. I don't know, man. Tank is little, man. I don't see he can't go up to 147. Pacquiao ain't coming down to no 140. And then is it going to be a rehydration? I don't know, bro. That's I don't know. I don't know, though. Maybe Tank will go up to 147 for that fight. I don't know.
Yeah, he can go up to 147 for Pacquiao. Old little Pacquiao, man. Come on, man. Come on, he hates, man.
I don't know, man. Boxing get weird, bro. If he fight Pacquiao, that's just weird. The age, the size, like I don't know. It's just weird. That's a weird fight.
And what do you think about George Kambosos? His dad punched Richard Hitchens as a coach in the head.
I ain't really
weigh in today, huh? They win in today, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch it clearly because I was trying to look at that shit on my phone, but I was driving. You know what I'm saying? Before G went live. So once I get home, I had to watch that shit. I heard Eddie talk about that shit. I'm like, what?
That motherfucker. Hitchens talking like he gonna knock some shit loose or something. Like he about to knock him out, so we gonna see. I don't think he gonna knock his shit loose. You know,
they gonna beat him up though.
You think?
I think he gonna beat him up. Yeah, I think he gonna beat George up. Africa too sharp, bro.
See, my thing about George is the one thing about George that I'm fucking with is he don't really give me boring fights. You see me? He always gonna scrap with a motherfucker. That's one thing I can't say about him. Yeah. As much as niggas be saying he a bum and all that, he no getting that motherfucker. He gonna give you a fight.
Hey, listen, this is my theory on that. You got elite fighters, and then under the elite fighters, you got A and B guys. If you don't come in tip top, them A and B guys can beat you. And that's what happened with him and Tio. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because a motherfucker's a level or two above you don't mean if you come in, that motherfucker might be slipping. He might underestimate you. That's why we got to see the fights. And George Kambosos is definitely a fighter who going to come at you. That's the only way he know how to fight, for real, is to come at you and try to come get you. And to me, that plays in the hands of Africa. As long as Africa is sharp, on point, trained well, ain't underestimating this guy, Africa should beat him the fuck up. Africa should beat him up.
I'm tired of the George Kambosos disrespect. I'm tired of George Kambosos disrespect. He's got a better win at 135 than Tank does, man. George Kambosos is gonna come in there and give you what you want.
Hey, that's a fact.
I'm tired of George Kambosos disrespect.
He got a better win at 135 than Tank and Shakur, but niggas ain't gonna say it.
Well, no, they need to say it. Because Teofimo Lopez went on to become lineal champion at 140 and a champion, WBO champion at 140. But that's even besides the point. It's the fact that Kambosos is a tough, gritty fighter. He's gonna come in there and give you what you want. He's gonna come in there try and give you action-packed fight. Even though he didn't do that against Devin Haney, because Devin Haney, like I said, he's got a difficult style to break down. George Kambosos is always gonna come in there and give you what you want, man. George Kambosos is taking back to back tough fights.
And he was trying to get at Devin. Devin was just sharp. And that's what I think Africa's going to do to him. You know what I mean? Because the blueprint is already there. You know what I mean? So Like I don't think there's nothing he can do with Africa.
We back and that's my same point about like how I said like I need got like if Spence get in the ring with a Madrimov and you stop him and Bud didn't, it's the same shit like Hitchens, my nigga. You getting in the ring with Cambosos, you find a way to stop him. Devin got in the ring with him twice. He didn't stop. You find a way to make it happen. I'm expecting him to win by decision. I know some. I don't think he'll knock him out. I ain't gonna lie. I got Hitchens by decision. Is my shit.
I don't care who Earl fight when he come back. I just want to see him fight. I was just throwing that out there about who he fight as far as the money is concerned.
I get what you said. I'm just saying,
yeah, I know Earl, because first of all, Earl's mantra always been he don't take tune-ups. Even though I would like him to take a tune-up, but he don't take tune-up. So it's like, okay, if you ain't gonna take a tune-up, then okay, you will be fighting the top level guy, and 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get the money that you want. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean,
I was just more so talking about comparison, like Hitchens. Like if Hitchens knock out Cambosos and Devin Haney didn't, that's the type of shit that can earn Hitchens and Devin Haney fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, and that's how boxing works. People like to do that. Oh, well, he fought him, so they should fight. Yeah. No, that's boxing. Yeah. And that's something that the promoters do. They sell that, when guys got common opponents. That's a good selling point. And I ain't mad at that though. I'm not mad at the Africa and Cambosos fight. And I definitely ain't gonna be mad at no Dev Africa fight. Like that's a fight I've been looking for. It's just that Africa will have to go up. You know what I'm saying? Because Dev is officially at 147 now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Africa, and I don't think Africa will have no problem with going up though. I mean, his body frame, you know what I mean? He might want to take a tune-up, before he get up there and get acclimated, you know what I mean? And then, go right to that fight. I definitely want to see that fight. I mean, two sharp boxers. Yeah. Then they got him and Bill got their little built-in beef they beat. You know what I'm saying? So.
I believe Devin Haney, one of these niggas who got his fingers crossed that Pacquiao win that fight. Man, I gotta tell you, man, I think Devin Haney and Pacquiao, I've been screaming for that fight for a long time. I've been screaming for that. I've been wanting that fight. When I heard that Pacquiao was training for the Olympics, nigga, I was like, oh, nigga, Devin Haney, go jump on me, go get that fight, cuz. It's you.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I can see that, but the only thing is, it's just about who Devin and Bill dealing with as far as their business, because Pacquiao, like, he's fighting a PBC fighter. So I'm assuming that, Pacquiao got some type of deal with PBC, at least for 1 or 2 fights. And then we don't even know if there's going to be a rematch clause. You know what I'm saying? Like if Pacquiao is going to want to fight again, if he loses, if he loses to Barrios, is there a rematch clause in it? I don't think that Barrios will have the negotiating power to negotiate a rematch clause for himself. You know what I'm saying? You fighting Pacquiao 9 times out of 10.
If Pacquiao win that fight, I think he'd move on. Like he'd fuck around, get a Devin Haney fight, or he'd get if he over there with PBC Tank, nigga, Tank, he'd get a Tank fight. Tank fuck around and fight him.
Well, as a matter of fact, you know what? Because you said that Pacquiao saying he want Tank next, and that's probably what it is. He probably got a 2-fight deal with PBC or some shit like that. That's probably what it is. Then got to be. I mean, because that's what Tank with. So that's how. Okay.
We need Roach. We need Roach to put the pause anvils and hammers on Tank again.
Hands and hooves on him.
The hands and hooves. That's what we need there. Put Roach on.
I don't like neither one of them fights. I don't like nothing Pacquiao and Pacquiao Barrios, Pacquiao Tank. All these fighters out here.
No, I like the Pacquiao. No, the only reason I like the Pacquiao fight is it's a chance to make history again. It's a chance for Pacquiao to revive his career again, man. Fuck that. If Pacquiao beats Barrios, he's the oldest champion ever. He's the oldest champion.
I don't like it because these guys are in divisions with other guys that got good names, so it ain't like you can't make a big fight. That shit. Come on, man. You're not even fighting guys.
But You can't name nobody at 147 right now who got a bigger name that hold more weight than Pacquiao, bro.
No, I'm not saying that's bigger than Pacquiao, but it's still big fights. See, I don't know. I guess I'm on some
No,
hardcore.
but see that's the thing though, and I don't see these guys as big. Like I fuck with like Brian Norman Jr. and shit like that, but like I don't seem like he got a belt and shit, but he ain't like. I don't know how to describe it. He not even he not even as big as a guy like as Berto was like back in the day. Like when
No,
Berto,
listen,
you know what I'm saying?
ain't nobody in boxing big as Pacquiao besides Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand that, but I'm just saying like, see, because the thing with me with that shit is with the Pacquiao, and I ain't mad at it, because Barrios had a long, hard fucking career, and he gonna go get him a big ass back. I ain't mad at it, because I fuck with Barrios. But see, I'm looking at the longevity of the sport. So when you talk about a Barrios, okay, maybe Barrios get ready to retire. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I think. I think watching him in that Ramos fight, he probably ready to retire. He in a position, he got the belt. They like, fucking Barrios, you've been riding with us your whole career. We're going to get you a Pacquiao fight. Pacquiao coming back. Boom. Okay, cool. But when you talk about Tank, come on, Tank. Look at the longevity of your career. Like, bro, you could have a couple of more fucking fights. How many Pacquiao fights? Okay, if you fight Pacquiao and beat him, then what? Okay, you're going to get a nice little bag, but then after that, what? You going to retire? The longevity of your career, you got 3-4 guys you can fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
who though? But what's bigger? But who can he fight that's a bigger name than Pacquiao though? Especially if he get the belt, bro. Like who?
I can't even argue with that, bro. I can't even argue with that because I'm about the money. So when I see these guys, they trying to go get the money. I get it. I
You
understand
feel
what to
me?
say about it.
You
Man.
see,
You gotta get your
like
money.
we got
Because
it,
don't nobody give a fuck about you in this world. So you better go get your paper. I can't even argue
it's just
with that.
it ain't even that. It's just that if Pacquiao beat Barrios, bro, he gonna have a green belt, bro. The green belt. Tank go in there. You telling me Tank gonna fight Pacquiao for the green belt? That's a fight. Ain't no fight. I don't see a fight that Tank can get that will be like. Even if Tank was like, don't know who Shakur not a bigger name than motherfucking Pacquiao.
No, that's what I'm saying. That fight for me is all about money, and I can't be mad at that. That's what it's all about. It ain't about
that's legacy. No, that's legacy, bro. It's all about the if though. It's all about if like I'm picking Pacquiao. It's all about the if Pacquiao win. If Pacquiao win, that's all about legacy. Fuck it, you talking about money? It's money and legacy, bro.
Pacquiao just got beat by a fucking MMA fighter or some shit.
He was big. He was on, bro. Did you see that, bro? He was on the shit, bro. He was on the shit.
It don't matter. Like that shit is about money, and I can't be mad at that shit. Ain't no legacy fight. Pacquiao's head on your resume ain't gonna look like Pacquiao's head on Floyd's resume. It ain't the same fucking.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that, bro. If he win a belt, you telling me I beat Pac? It ain't like I just beat Pacquiao off the street, nigga. I just beat him and he beat a guy and he got a belt, bro. He just won a championship and I beat. No, fuck that. No. I'm
so
not
you talking about Tank?
If Tank beat Pacquiao, if Pacquiao beat Barrios, nigga, I just beat a champion. I don't give a fuck.
Bro, you just beat the dude that I knocked out at 140.
I don't care, bro. I don't care. I beat Pacquiao, bro. I beat a legend, nigga, who won.
You don't care. But as far as legacy, get the
ain't
fuck out of
nobody
here.
Gonna care, bro. When you look at the box rec and you look at the shit, because it ain't like box rec not fucking with the WBC. They not fucking with the WBA.
Bro, listen, that
so
ain't
it's like a motherfucker gonna see a championship win against Pacquiao. That's all they gonna read.
No, that shit, hell no.
That's all they gonna read on the box. I won a belt from Pacquiao on my box rec, niggas. How it's gonna read, bro? That shit.
Okay, it's gonna read like that. And I'm telling you this: hardcore fans gonna be like, get the fuck out of here. Casual fans gonna love Tank no matter what. So it ain't gonna be that's not no change. It's all about the money. The money is the The money is the it factor in that fight, bro. If it happens, it's not legacy. It's not none of that shit. Hardcore fans know better than that, and the casual fans gonna love you if you fight Jake Paul. They
I don't
don't
see it on the
care.
money. I don't see it on the money side, bro. That's like, all right, hold on. All right, so let me. How can I? Let me think. All right, so that's like, all right, so hold up. So say if Jake, all right, damn, how can I? I'm trying to think right now, real quick. So boom, who an old guy? Who an old guy like? Because I picked Badu Jack to win his fight, and I picked Kubrat Pulev to win his fight. I'm 2-0 on my old guys, is what I'm saying. So I'm fucking with the old guys, bro. I'm thinking of it like, say like Badu Jack decide he want to go back down to cruiserweight and he beat Jai Apataya or something. And motherfucking like a fighter decide I'm coming up and I want to beat the old guy. I don't give a fuck that he old, bro. You just beat the guy who you beat a guy, bro. I'm not, bro. Fuck that, bro.
I don't know.
I can't put it. I can't even find the right context for it because that wasn't even right. But I don't know, bro. I'm giving him credit if Pacquiao win, bro. I'm giving the motherfucker credit. They beat Pacquiao. If he win a belt, if Pacquiao win a belt and you beat Pacquiao after he beat Barrios, I'm giving you credit, bro. I gotta give you. I'm giving you a lot.
Not me. If Pacquiao came back clean, like if he clean, because I don't even think that nigga tested for the Keith Thurman fight. That's another thing with him and Canelo. Is always an asterisk next to the motherfucker. But and that's just my personal thing as far as Pacquiao's concerned, because Pacquiao never tested. He's never pop hot. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't no testing. It wasn't no testing for that Thurman fight.
No. And Thurman said that. He was interviewed and he said that. He was like, no, I wasn't testing for that fight. That's why that fight was like, I always thought Thurman was gonna knock Pacquiao the fuck out. But Pacquiao never, I'm saying for the record, Pacquiao never tested hot. So I'm just saying my perspective. Like, just watching what he did his career, the way he moved up and all that, like that shit to me was just, I've never seen nobody do that shit. But
we do got to give him credit for that. You got to say that. You got to reiterate that again, bro. We got to, because there's a lot of guys who think that Pacquiao won. He got needed. You know, that's what Mayweather, like motherfuckers say, he can change the perspective of his opponent. He's one of the few guys who can change the perspective of his opponent.
No, but I'm just saying 108 to 154. And you knock him off? Come on, bro.
But I'm saying though, like he never popped. We can't. But we can't. I don't like when we do. Motherfuckers don't do that with niggas who popped hot. They give him all the credit. I don't give a fuck. Fuck it, he still won.
I mean, yeah, and that's why I say that perspective is just my personal perspective. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't. I don't know, man. I just that fight, and I think probably one of the biggest reasons why I feel that way is I don't like it when guys are in your division and y'all not mixing it up and matching it up. But when you talk about the money, I gotta shut the fuck up. Cause you know what I mean? Like the money, I'm telling you, money is the big thing for me. And if you getting in the ring and you fighting and you getting paid, get your money, man. As long as you ain't robbing nobody, you ain't hurt nobody, you getting in the ring doing something, and people paying to see it. Who the motherfucker say something? Like, you know what I mean? When it comes to that money, because I already know at the end of the fucking career, nobody care about you. Only you care about you is your family. You know what I'm saying? So you can't tell a motherfucker not to go get his money. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that shit. So if a motherfucker doing it, and that's why I say with Barrios, like, Barrios had a hell of a career. He gave us a lot of good fucking exciting fights, win, lose, or draw. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I respect Barrios. So if Pacquiao come along, he coming out of retirement, he gonna bring that bag, shit, go get that money. I ain't mad at you, man. Go get. Did I want to see you fight Boots? Of course, that's my man. I want to see Boots unified. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't do it because you get in a bag, then I get it. Because Barrios is not Canelo. Canelo don't need the fucking belt. He gonna get a bag anyway. But you hold on to the 168 belts. You don't let the younger guys coming up that you don't want to fight get a chance to etch their legacy in stone. You know what I'm saying? Let us fight for the fucking belts. You know what I mean? become a disputer, whatever, then move up. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers gotta move up just because you ain't like that. And you just holding the fucking belts. Like you don't need the fuck. But somebody like Barrios, he gotta leverage the belts. He gotta leverage the fucking belts. Cause that's how he gonna get his fucking money. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't mad at him.
But Barrios, see, but that's the thing though. Is you would think that Barrios would get a little. He the one who been in the ring with all the guys. He done fought. He the one who fought Keith Thurman. He the one who fought Ugas. You see me? He the one who fought Tank. Like why the fuck don't he get? Why the fuck don't he get love? The builder shouldn't be his. Let motherfuckers fuck with him. We not jacking that shit. No.
No, but I'm saying, no, Mario Barrios cannot come to San Antonio and sell out whatever the big arena is down there, bro. He's never done it. Like Boots is coming in and did the Wells Fargo twice with two names with people we can't pronounce. And that's not no shade on Barrios. That's why I say people fuck with you in boxing just because they like you. There's no rhyme or reason. Ain't no formula. You know what I mean? Fucking Virgil right down here up the street from me in Grand Prairie. You feel me? He ain't never did. I think the biggest thing he did down here was probably like 8,000 or something.
Shout out to him. He fighting with July 9th. Femalele Kafu. We fuck with Femalele. He might be.
And then Barrios fight down at the College Park Center because I went to that fight. That was when I had already had my ticket. He got sick. That's when he got sick. And Zepeda and Arbolado stepped up. You know what I mean? I was going down there to see. I wanted to see Virgil fight. But Virgil don't sell like that. So when guys do get the belt and they trying to leverage it, I get it. I mean, I would rather them fight the other champions and unify and all that. But when they say they trying to leverage the belt, I get it. Just like with Norman. I get it, bro. You don't sell out in Atlanta. You ain't gonna fight Boots because you know you're gonna get decapitated. So you're gonna come up with all kinds of reasons and excuses why you're not fighting him and all that. I guess it is what it is. Like that's just what dudes is doing. And when it come out to the money, I get it, bro. I get it, man. I get it, man.
So why they duck and dodge, man? Like, I mean, like God say he beat, not ducking. I don't know, not even ducking. I don't even like. I don't know, bro. This boxing shit is. I get what you saying too about the formula. I just be one. I don't know, bro. Motherfuckers be. I be feeling like God shit. I don't know, bro.
You gotta enjoy it. You gotta enjoy the fights for the fights that you can get, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying.
I'm not getting shit. That's the thing. That's my thing, though. I feel like I'm not getting shit as much as these motherfuckers be showing Turkey all this love. Like, oh, how the fuck he said I only got a fight from that I actually asked for from Turkey. And that was Better BF and Bivol. That was the only shit I really asked for. A lot of this shit I ain't like. He giving me fights.
Bullshit. That's bullshit. You asked for Fury and Usyk. You asked for that. Don't come with that bullshit.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
You asked for that. That's another lie.
Ho.
You don't come with your Toledo bullshit.
You're ready to fight Greg Hackett. Life is good.
you asked for McCauley and Jared Anderson. You asked for that.
I didn't ask. Whoa. You doing that shit? Come on, bro. You know what I'm
talking about. You asked for that. What are you talking about, man?
Come on, bro.
You asked for Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, didn't you?
I asked for no. You doing that seat, and you know you would. Come on, bro. We didn't ask for that. I can tell you what I asked for Jared Anderson versus Jeremiah Franklin and motherfucking Detroit as a headliner. That's what I asked for.
You don't like Hitchens and Cambosos?
I mean, I'm not mad at it. I mean, that's a good fight for Hitch. That's what he should. That's on the trajectory.
You gotta enjoy the fights, bro. Like you just see you talking about like the big name fights. I get it. It's a lot of big name fights.
No, it ain't even about that's what I'm saying, bro. I said Jared Anderson and Jeremiah Franklin. I didn't say nothing big. I didn't say Jared Anderson versus Anthony Joshua.
Okay, all right.
You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about just it's about like he not. I feel like Turkey like the shit that I'm getting is not like it. I don't know how to describe. Like, why if Turkey's saying that he want to do some boxing shit, nigga, give me motherfucking Joshua Buatsi versus Anthony Yard. Give me that fight.
Let me ask you something. The card that he just did, card they did in New York, on paper, when they announced it, tell the truth. When they announced that, you didn't think that was a good.
I
Your
didn't think
thought.
it was a good. Tim Boski can tell. Tim Boski can tell you. I literally said I literally called. I literally said that's teeny bopper. I literally said that's teeny bopper boxing. I'm not interested in that. I do not like that. I do not like that. That's not anything that I asked for. I swear, Tim Boski can attest to it, bro.
Listen,
I'm telling you, that's not
he's
nothing
giving
that
us
I wanted.
he's giving us facts that we haven't. He's giving us facts that we wanted. You know what I'm saying? It's as simple as that. You can't hate on what the man's come. His constructive plan. You know what I'm saying?
So
He's
so
coming to
so
boxing.
so
He's
G
coming to boxing.
G.
He's coming to boxing and he's enhanced multiple guys' careers, man. He's changed multiple guys' lives, man. You can't deny that. So stop your
No,
bullshit,
I'm
man.
not, bro. I'm not. I'm not.
Turkey's one of the best things that happened to boxing, man. New breath of fresh air, new money, a new dimension. You know what I'm saying to you? A new
G,
structure. You know what I'm saying?
G,
Get out of there, man.
what you think about the whole Mario Barrios versus Pacquiao, and then if Pacquiao win fighting Tank, that whole what you think about that whole situation?
As me being myself, I fucking hate it. Uh,
Okay.
but me being a fan, I understand it and it's good. And because Pacquiao get to come back out, put on a showing, it's gonna tell us a lot about Barrios. They gonna make their money and go their way. The, I don't like it because if Pacquiao win, not saying I don't want him to win, I want Barrios to win for
Do
sure.
you
But
think? Do you think? Who do you think gonna win? Out of curiosity.
Trees, let him finish, Trees.
I'm so.
I'm
I'm just.
I
I'm,
got you, I got you, Trees. I don't. The thing about it that I don't like is Pacquiao is of the past so bad. Like you said, he went over to fucking Japan and played with a kickboxer and then there got put out. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see him come back and fight nobody because he had his heyday. He got plenty of highlights. He got plenty of great moments. He did some incredible shit. He was like an 8 division champion, some crazy shit. So he cool. But the boxer in me is like, all right, I get it because I still get in the ring. And a lot of people say I don't have no business getting in the ring, but I love fighting. You know what I'm saying? I love rumbling. So I'm gonna get in that ring. So I ain't mad at it. Now, I think Barrios is gonna win because Barrios do got a jab that I like, and he got a good team where they be having him in good shape. But I'm afraid Pacquiao gonna wake up and be Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? And fuck around and clip him. You know what I mean? Because Pacquiao can catch you, but he older now, so he ain't as quick as he once was. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, it's boxing. I get it, but I don't like it 100%
So
because I want to
so
see.
so so if Pacquiao win and like it's talk about him and Tank, what you think about that?
I don't. I think Tank will fuck Pacquiao up because you know why? Tank is just as fast as Pacquiao used to be. And they both being southpaw, I think Pacquiao would be like, God damn, like I think that fight will really throw Pacquiao off, and he'll murder Pacquiao, and then when he murder Pacquiao, it's gonna be like, oh, Tank beat that old ass man up, but he won't fight Shakur, or Tank beat that old ass man up, but he won't fight Keyshawn. You know what I'm saying? Like and I get it, I get the money and all of that, I get all the shit that's behind it, but it's just like, come on, Pacquiao, go sit your old ass down. Like you got a family.
That's see, G. My thing is the money part.
Yeah.
I can't argue with you because you got to go get your money. Barrios gave us a lot of good fights. I feel like he's been in a lot of wars, and that's why he looked the way that he looked. He may be ready to retire, and I wouldn't be mad at him. Salute to
Yeah,
you because he fought. When you talking about getting your money, that's all I see in that. All I see in all of that little triangle shit is money, and I ain't
yeah,
mad at that. But as a boxing fan and wanting to see fights, how the fuck you in divisions with motherfuckers that want to rumble and y'all can unify and do shit, and you ain't fighting them?
that's
You
what
know what I'm saying? I'm just like all these people around Tank, and even though nobody is bigger than Floyd and Pacquiao and Mike Tyson and guys like that in this boxing shit, but the guys that's in your division that you can fight is still a good big fight. Tank and Shakur is a nice big fight. They're gonna get
A
good money.
AEH. What's what's so crazy? Records are made to be broken, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what they don't understand is Pacquiao and Floyd was building themselves up to that record. They was kicking ass consistently. Pacquiao was Pacquiao was knocking so many people out. It was like, oh shit, we gotta see this.
Mm-hmm.
Floyd is a hell of a motherfucker. I'm gonna tell you why. They was still able to make that shit happen after Pacquiao got knocked out by Marquez.
That's what with losses they did that shit.
That shit, that
But
shit is
that's
crazy, right? But that's how bad people wanted to see Floyd lose. It wasn't even about Pacquiao.
Pacquiao.
It was about Floyd losing. So they felt like the only guy who was awkward enough, fast enough, strong enough to get Floyd out the way was Pacquiao. So they still wanted to see that fight. What these young fighters don't understand today is you gotta make us want the fight. Y'all gotta kick ass. You know what I mean? Floyd was outboxing the shit out of people and he was catching his stoppages here and there. Pacquiao was going in there and straight just destroying shit until he ran into Marquez for like the fourth or fifth time. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
Marquez finally figured it out and stretched him. You know what I'm saying? But Pacquiao had left such an impact on boxing that we still wanted to see the fight. And
Exactly.
it was people that looked just like Floyd Mayweather that was saying Pacquiao gonna knock Floyd the fuck out. He gonna do this and he gonna do that. So people believed it. You know, they really fed into it. And when the fight came, it still was big. It still was a big fight, and they made a lot of money. What these fighters don't understand is if you're going to get to that type of money, you got to make it that interesting. If you're not kicking ass, nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cares.
Do we want Devin and Tank then? When you say it like that,
I
is
want,
that still a thing?
I want all these guys who saying they the best. I want them all to get in the ring. Let me see.
I know what we want, but I'm talking about like
We saw Roger Mayweather fight. We saw Roger Mayweather fight Pernell Whitaker when he was 26 years old and Pernell was 23 years old. What's the excuse? What's the excuse?
we heard what my guy Abdullah talking about. He trying to make it happen. He want these
We
big
saw
fights.
we saw Pernell Whitaker take a chance and get in there with one of the biggest punchers boxers has ever seen in Tito Trinidad. What's the excuse? What's the excuse? These niggas talk too much and we ain't getting enough fighting. And I'm saying talk too much because everybody cocky when they fighting somebody they know they could beat. But you put a motherfucker in there that's your equal and they don't want no trouble. They don't
Gee, they
want no
want us to
trouble.
buy the fights because they went out and bought some jewelry and a new car and got abroad with a BBL. That's what they trying to sell us on.
And that shit stink. You know it stink.
You think Cambosos give Hitchens work trouble?
I think I think I think he does now because he done woke Cambosos up. See, some people you got to keep them cool. You keep them cool. You know what I'm saying? You keep them relaxed so that when they get in the ring, they nice and relaxed. But Cambosos is the type of dude he work off that juice, and when you got him riled up like that, he work off of that. That's what happened to T.O. T.O. got caught. Remember, T.O. got caught up in that back and forth with him, arguing with him.
The fact, no,
And
that's
guess what
it.
happened? And guess what happened when they got in that ring? They argued. And they argued so bad that T.O. ended up losing to him. So I feel the same thing with Africa. If Africa keep feeding into the argument with him, you gonna go in there and end up fighting his fight. You know what I'm saying? Instead of fighting your fight. Cause he gonna hit you with something and you ain't gonna like it, and you gonna want to get it back so bad that you gonna go in there and just fight a whole nother
You
fight.
gonna
That ain't your
chase
fight.
it. They gonna
Yeah.
chase. That's the thing. Cause I ain't gonna lie. The one thing about Kambosos that I do fuck with, like I say, he don't give me boring fights, man. That's the one thing about Kambosos. As much as people say he a bum and all this other shit, or he can't, man, that motherfucker be
Hey,
in the
listen.
mix. He don't
Hey,
give me no
listen.
boring scraps.
Hey, listen. Y'all want to know something? We're gonna be talking about Cambosos for a long time. You know why?
B
Cambosos,
Tiafimo.
Cambosos don't turn down shit. He don't
Fact.
turn down shit. When you call him for a fight, what's up? What we doing?
He got one of the better win or loss or whatever the fuck we when we look at it, he got one of the better resumes in boxing right now. Like when we look at his list of names type shit, like that he fought.
Cambosos, Cambosos is a gangster, bro.
Yeah,
And
word,
niggas don't want to give him his credit. He a gangster.
word, word.
Cause he don't turn down nothing. Oh, you want me to fight fast young boy from Oakland? All right, come on. Oh, you want me to fight the big young boy from New York? All right, come on. You want me to fight miscellaneous ass T.O.? All right, come on. Let's go. He don't
Word.
turn down shit.
Word. Even
And
the
those
niggas
the
who
fighters
sleep
I
on the
like.
Maxie Hughes, they would sleep on the Maxie Hughes fight. He was a long reigning IBO champion. Maxie Hughes, slick fighter though. That motherfucker can box. That was a good.
Yeah.
That was, you see me. He dangerous for real. A lot
Those
of
the
guys ain't
fighters.
fucking with Maxie Hughes out here like
Yeah.
that.
Those the fighters I like. The fighters that don't turn down no wreck, they my favorite kind of guys. Cause I know, you know what I mean? I know rain, sleet, or storm, they pulling up and they want some smoke. I like guys like that. I respect the skillful fighters and all that. I ain't mad at them at all. But I like the gangsters. And when you a gangster, you could roll with me any day. You know what I'm saying? Cause I know you got my back. And that's the vibe I get from Cambosos. He a motherfucking
He just
gangster.
gonna fight. That's all we need is fighters. I don't need niggas.
Yeah,
I just need
yeah.
you to drop at the
You could
drop
go.
of a dime, nigga. We
You
said,
could.
nigga, they just said we gotta fight. We fighting. We
Yeah,
fighting.
let's go.
Yeah,
You
let's
could
go.
go.
Yeah.
You could go in there and be your skillful self, but take the fights. All this. I don't want to fight him and all that because of this. I'm not getting enough money, and he trying to treat me like this and that. Guess what? I fuck with Shakur heavy, right? But imagine if Shakur would have took that 25% versus Dev.
I don't think Shakur won. No, I ain't gonna lie. I was still picking.
I'm just saying,
I get
imagine
what
if
you're
he would have
saying.
took
Yeah,
the,
I get
we
it.
would have got the fight.
We
We
got
would
the
have got the
fight.
fight. And
Yeah.
and whatever would have happened, it would have happened. I don't care who win because
Who won?
they
Yeah.
not my kids. You know what I'm saying? But the
No
thing
word.
is, imagine if they would have been like, all right, come on, fuck it. Let's do it. That's the shit that's missing from boxing. The let's do it. Let's come on. You want to fight me? Let's get it. Nowadays, hold up. If we're gonna fight, you gotta come in at 44, and I don't want you to be no bigger than 54 tomorrow. All right, hold on. If we fight, hold on. If we fight, you got only trained for 5 weeks. If we fight, it's all this corny shit, bro. Let's rumble.
I really, really realized that shit though. Like when I went to Alicia Bumgarner fight here, like, well, not here because I'm not in Detroit, but she fought in Detroit. But Montana Love and motherfucking Hitchens was supposed to fight on that card, nigga. I'd go to that. I went to that motherfucker. Me and the guys, nigga. But we realized they canceled it. But we knew. But it was on. That shit was just. But we knew before that, like it's. But this is one of them ones, like fuck this. Okay, two young niggas, young. But this was before Montana Love had this shit happen with Paro and all the other shit. But we like that's a scrap. That's a fight.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of shit like that be fought. The young guys, like I ain't gonna lie. I know I ain't gonna say what I'm about to. I don't even want to jinx it because it's a fight out in the open right now that I'm so worried about that I feel like not gonna happen. I ain't gonna do it, but I need it to happen. I want it to happen. I'm worried. I'm worried. Young niggas don't fight young niggas, and I'm worried.
Bro, you know why? You know why everybody? You know why the truth? You know the truth? Why everybody was mad at Keyshawn, bro? People was looking forward to him going in there and elevating.
Yup.
Keyshawn really had the people behind him. When I say the people, I ain't talking about the people of Norfolk, Virginia. I'm talking about the people. We
Talk
was
about
like,
us.
oh, we was like,
You
let's
talk about
go.
us.
Yeah, we was like, let's go. He had the streets, bro. He had the streets. And when he did that nut shit he did, it was like, damn, dog. Like,
Is
damn, dog. This the fight we was waiting on. Why you gonna do that? And then did some corny shit afterwards. That's why we fucked up, bro. Because niggas don't want to do the right thing. Just do the fucking right thing and rumble, bro. All you're supposed to do is make the weight.
is
Make the
he cooked?
weight.
Is Keyshawn cooked? Is Keyshawn cooked, or can he turn around?
I don't know what he is because I don't know where he at mentally. And I do know one thing. He ain't apologized. And you supposed to do that, bro. You did wrong, bro. You supposed to
Dead
apologize,
ass.
bro.
That's funny. Hey, even my mother said that shit. I got my mother. My mother got me fucking with this boxing shit. I should say she been fucking with this longer than me. But my
Right.
my mother fucking with the boxing nigga. She seen the young nigga because she seen the shit. It's ESPN. We always keep the TV on ESPN. She peeped what's going on when she came to the house. She say that he missed. I know him. He missed weight.
Right.
She like, damn, I like him. Ain't he with the Shakur and them, right? Because Jared Anderson.
Wow.
We in Toledo. I'm in Toledo, Ohio. Jared Anderson is our guy. You feel me?
Right.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? She like
Yeah.
he fuck with Shakur and that shit. What? that shit. That she didn't like that shit either. You got the old, you feel me? You got the old heads angry with you.
That's what I'm saying. When the OGs listen, when you a young boy and you got the OGs fucking with you, that's a special thing because the OGs don't fuck with just anybody. They don't because they've been through too much shit. So
Bro,
when you
that's
got
why
the
I'm mad at
OGs,
that shit, bro. When you see these
yeah,
young guys getting this money like this, bro, this shit is fucking beautiful. Bro, the fact that a motherfucker go buy his mama house, a young black man can go buy his mama house, nigga, that's
right,
the most beautiful shit in the. That's why I say when these guys get the money, I be
mhm,
like, listen, I ain't mad at you. Go get that paper, man. I might want to see you fight this guy, but if you and I know as boxing hardcores, we don't like that shit, but I already know, man. Like you want to go get that bag, man. And for him to have it the way that he had it, like, and I'm looking at the whole thing. I'm like, damn, Boots in Philly. He down here in Virginia. They right on the East Coast. They in different weight classes, so we ain't got to worry about them fighting each other. Maybe they could team up, or you know what I'm saying? Like I'm looking at it like that. Like, man, y'all getting ready to get the East Coast.
mhm,
No, that's a fact because that's how I be. I ain't gonna lie. It's funny that you saying because I'm 30, and then it's funny because when Keyshawn fumbled the bag, I'm like, oh shit, we got Abdullah Mason coming up to Midwest. It's our time. He about to bring some. I'm in Ohio. Abdullah bringing fights to Cleveland, nigga. Oh, I'm pulling up. Fuck you,
right.
mean we in the middle. I'm shit. I'm with you, bro. I get what you saying. Well, I want you to. Yeah, turn our region up. Give me a reason to come out.
I hope
That Kenny
Abdullah. I
Sims
hope
and
they give Abdullah his next fight in Cleveland, man. For real.
Yep.
it ain't gonna
I
be.
think they will. I
I
think they
feel like
will.
they gonna put him in. If he win the belt, they gonna put him in. Then they gonna give him the Cleveland fight, and we gonna pull up for the hometown defense. We there, but
For
like
sure.
this Chicago fight though, I don't know if y'all hit to the Kenny Sims and Oscar Dartway and
Yeah.
Chicago. That's like 2 hours away from. Fuck around, go to that shit. I'm like,
When is
pull up.
that?
August 2nd. August 2nd.
It's in
Yeah, that's
August.
gonna be a good
Okay.
jump.
Okay.
That's gonna be a good fight. That's a good fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think I'm
Hell
gonna
yeah.
go to that. Like I said, that's Midwest shit. We gotta pull up to that, man. We got a slot. That ain't too far. I think I'm in Chicago. Give me a reason to go out. I think I'm gonna go to that. I think I'm gonna go to
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It's a
What's
good.
the venue in Chicago?
It's they not playing. They not fighting where like the Bulls play or nothing. They fighting as like some like it's called credit union one or credit one union, something like that. But it's like something like that though.
Okay.
It's like a little nice little venue, decent little spot. They hold like
Yeah.
6,000, 7, decent little spot, 8,000.
Yeah. 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 Okay. Okay.
Nothing too crazy. But yeah, but in Chicago, but like it's like when the fuck you hear about guys fighting in Chicago, bro? Like when the last time you seen a fight you see me? So it's like
I think Fanfara, because Fanfara from Chicago.
where how long ago was that though?
That was some years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that was a long. I mean, last time that I heard, it probably
He
been some
talking about
fights.
that from
That's
far
what I'm
what the
saying.
Polish
Yeah,
Polish boy.
we don't get boxing in
Yeah,
Chicago or like only time we get boxing because I'm into Detroit is 40 minutes away from me. We don't get boxing in Detroit unless Clarissa fighting. You feel me? Like we don't get
bro.
so it's like when we get boxing coming to the Midwest, like how you just said, they're trying to get the East Coast and I'm trying to get the Midwest popping off. Motherfucker, come to Chicago, come to Indianapolis and have I hope the Pacers fuck around. I'm a Thunder's fan. I love the Thunder. And I'll fuck around, hope the Pacers win, because that's gonna get people come. We fuck around, get a fight. Frank Martin, bring your ass back to Indianapolis and put on the fight in Indy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it. Fuck you feel me? Let's do it. Like, yeah, I'm with this Midwest shit.
Ain't Frank trying to get somebody in the ring now?
I don't know. I'm hearing guys talking about Tiafimo talking about if he's Tiafimo going to PBC, they talking about Frank Martin being his fight for PBC. Some humbug shit is what I'm hearing. I don't know how true that is, but
Oh, I thought I heard somebody else talking about Frank Martin.
I don't know, man. I know he's
Them
still
guys,
as long as I've been hearing, he's still PBC from what I know. I don't know nothing else.
yeah, I'm gonna tell you something too that I heard Floyd say. You know what I mean? A while ago when he was fighting. Well, this was been a while ago, just when he was fighting, because he was talking about his career and how when he first started, he was telling top rank, "Give me this guy, give me this guy." And they're like, "Oh, Floyd, we only can pay you this." He's like, "I don't care, give him to me." Like he was talking about how he wasn't getting no real big money when he started. You know what I mean? And he was talking about how and that's what makes him different. Like his drive to get the paper was different. See, these dudes get $1 million or $2 million. That ain't shit, bro. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't no fucking millionaire, but I'm saying when you think about today, like when you get money and the type of shit that you want to do, $1 million, $2 million, $3, $4, $5 million, that ain't shit, bro. And Floyd was talking about how these guys get a couple $1 million checks and then they just go sit on their ass and they think they didn't made it. He was like, man, I wasn't satisfied. Like I wanted it all. And that's what I'm saying. Even with these guys talking about about the money, it's like, are you really? You get a couple $1 million, you buy a few pieces of fucking jewelry, and then you act like, yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? Come on, man. Like, stop it, man. Stop it,
Yep.
bro.
Yep.
Stop it. And then that's what you want us to buy into. And then
Yep.
when we don't buy into it, we hating.
And you damn sure ain't been doing that all your life. That's why you so
Right?
excited.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, G, I understand. Like, I've been to the penitentiary twice for doing illegal shit trying to get money. So I know
Yeah.
we like money and I know we like nice shit. That's cool. But your drive got to become different when you mature. Is that, okay, I want the money, but I got to understand what money is and how it really works.
Yeah.
You can't just think you're going to get a couple $1 million and you like all of this nice shit and you just going to get that and that's it. You can't buy a $4 million house or $2 million house and not have $1 million in the bank to maintenance that shit.
Yeah.
Your wife or your mom ain't gonna be able to clean no $1 million house, nigga. You need a staff. You understand what I'm saying, G? You need a staff to do that shit.
Fucking back gonna be hurting trying to jump
That's
up that
real, you
wall.
know, like we be thinking on some hood level shit because we ain't never had that type of money. Gee, I live in a fucking apartment.
My
And I don't be feeling
nigga,
like cleaning that motherfucker up. And I don't trust everybody that I
yeah.
pay to come in the motherfucker to clean it up. You know what I'm
Real
saying?
shit.
And that's a little ass apartment. So I know when I buy a house, I gotta have money with like, if you're gonna buy a house, you might see a house that you like for $500,000. But you
Yeah.
might gotta buy a motherfucker for 300 so you can keep the other 200 for emergencies and the maintenance that motherfucker.
Yeah.
But dudes just get money and start spending it, and then when we support them, they want us to support them because they went and bought a diamond chain.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, that ain't what. Like, I mean, get the nice shit you want because I work hard. Whatever I can afford, I try to buy nice stuff myself. But that's not the, bro. That's not the motivation behind us supporting you, bro. Like,
Real
they just,
shit.
bro, they trying to take the Floyd Mayweather blueprint and impose that shit on us as fans. You know what I mean? I remember when Edgar Berlanga, you know what I mean, started getting a little name and we started to recognize it. He said, oh man, you know, they jealous of me, man, because of my chains. And I'm like, bro, what is you talking about? Like, bro, I just watched him after that Canelo fight.
Yeah.
He fought Canelo and now he just the shit.
Yeah. Yup. He don't
And,
even
and,
dig
and
it.
I'm looking at him like, fuck is you talking?
Like, bro, you ain't win the fight.
And then not only that, bro, you don't sell like that. Stop
Yeah.
it.
Stop.
Stop it, bro.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, like, man, listen, man. All the people that's the boost haters, all the people talking about we glazing and all that, nigga, whatever. Our young boy did 14,000 two times with two names you couldn't pronounce.
Yes, sir. And then and
So
then and then
don't,
and
when you
then
want to
drove
talk,
Atlantic and then
huh?
drove Atlantic City. I said, and then drove Atlantic City crazy.
Right. And we only went over Atlantic City because everybody felt like he didn't need to be home too much because we could have did it again at Wells Fargo.
Yup.
You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, and guess what? Young boy humble. You know what I'm saying? Young boy ain't doing all of the nut shit. Young
Damn, what happened? Where my old head go, man? What they do to my old head? Can y'all hear me? EH. What happened, EH? don't know what that was. Yo,
Bluetooth. Is it echoing?
no, you all right? Go ahead.
I'm good. Yeah. Yeah, it's just amazing to me how the dudes who ain't doing what the young boy doing is asking more and being harder to do business with than the young boy that is doing it.
Yeah,
That's just, I'm like, bro, you talking about this and that and that. Like, bro, you ain't even doing what the young boy doing.
yeah, real shit.
And he just got in a good business deal, with a good promoter that recognizes talent, that was willing to, put the system in place. Like, I mean, he been fighting for a while, but he actually just got in that position a couple years ago. Some of y'all was able to get into the limelight way earlier. And y'all
Hmm.
just getting there, some of y'all, and some of y'all ain't there yet. That's why I don't like to hear all this talk, about Virgil and all that kind of stuff. Like, Boots is supposed to jump when these guys, man, get the fuck out of here, bro.
EH, you just got back to the wheel, huh?
I ain't,
Yeah. I said you just got back to the
what you
wheel,
say?
huh?
Yeah. I just dropped my load off. I was actually able to get out there and get back early, man, because I be going back and forth out Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Damn, we done did the whole shift with you.
Yeah, damn near.
Yeah, real
I mean, on my way back, I'm like,
yeah.
they always be going live when I'm in the motherfucking in the truck or driving and shit.
On some random shit. I'm all right, man. Hey, EH, I appreciate you though.
Oh man, appreciate you, man. You get a boxing fans a chance to talk to other boxing fans, air our shit out, bro.
For sure.
Motherfucker need this shit dealing with the world. Nigga need to be able to air some shit out, talk some shit. Hey, I wanted to say this to you too before you go.
Talk to
Who
me.
did Coach Ali? What was the first fighter when you asked Coach Ali who was his favorite old school fighters? What was the first fighter's name he said?
James Tony.
I know you love that shit.
That's my nigga.
I was watching that shit. I was like, I know G love that shit. When he said James Tony, I was like, Coach
Cause,
Ali don't know what he just did. He just made G Day with that shit.
'cause niggas don't know James Tony a wolf, man.
Man, motherfuckers don't even know, man. James Tony was that dude, man, for sure. That's how you know, like, when motherfuckers be a like mind. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You a younger man. You a couple, maybe a generation and a half behind Coach. You know what I'm saying? If not
Mm-hmm.
two generations. Y'all in different cities. He in Indianapolis, you in Philly. But look, it's like, yeah, James Tony. First, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
That motherfucker.
It's real, G. You know what I'm saying? That's how you
Shit.
know. It's shit real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How long you
Yo.
been out there, E?
What, in Dallas?
No, I'm talking about for the day. How long you like what time you got
Oh,
started?
I I left last night.
Oh, all right.
So I'll be picking up my load at night, and then I'll shoot out to Albuquerque, and then they'll have a load for me coming back. So like I'll go out like 10 at night, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then like I went out 10 at night Wednesday. I'm sorry, I went out 10 at night Wednesday, then went out there, you know what I'm saying, dropped my load off, and then I picked up a load this morning, and well, not this morning, last night, and then came back. Because they this shit is similar to Uber with the driving time.
Okay.
Like, you can only drive a certain amount of time when you're in you know what I'm saying, when
Yeah.
you're in a truck. You know what I mean? They only let you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So you got to drive, and then you got to take a reset, and you know what I'm saying? So, because like
Yeah.
tomorrow, I leave out Saturday. Matter of fact, my little pick up early tomorrow, so I leave out Saturday afternoon. So I'm going to probably miss the fights when they first come on. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to have to watch the replay on them once I get out there. But then once I get out there, I pick up my load, and then I'll be heading back Sunday morning. So I'll probably get back like either late Sunday night or real early Sunday morning, like, you know what I mean, 12 or 1. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Shit, I
yeah.
appreciate you though, OJ.
All right, Jay, let you go, man. Salute to you.
All right, man. I appreciate everybody in the chat, man. GHB TV with another live. You know what I mean? My guys went hard today. I ain't gonna lie. They went crazy. 3.5 hours. Yeah, talk to me. This how we gonna be doing it though, fellas. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I ain't gonna put it all on the fellas, but this how we gonna be doing it. I'm gonna be having the people come in talking their shit. I love when y'all pull up, man. I love listening to different perspectives on the game. And I mean, continue doing what y'all doing. GHB TV on YouTube. Make sure you hit the subscription. If you're new to the channel, you know what I mean, welcome. Thank you. If you want to get with me personally, Greg Hackett 86 on Instagram, Greg Hackett 215 on X, Greg Hackett on Facebook. I appreciate the love and support. And the preferred method to donate to the channel would be GregieCash. GREGIE Cash. Appreciate the love. Thank you.